let's just go ahead and get the party started. All right. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you all so very much for being here, because as you know, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I appreciate you. With that being said, let's make sure that we are doing all of the good things, guys, all of the good things. Make sure that we are, what are we doing? Tapping the screen, sharing the live, all right, reposting, all that good stuff, all right? Can't say it enough. Let's knock out this gift goal. Additionally, hi, tubers. Hi. Hey, y'all, happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here, too. Make sure you're subscribing, liking the stream. Also, please make sure you keep that comment section going, all right? And that's really all I got. Let's have fun today. I do have some videos to show you. I just want everyone to know that we got there timely, okay? I was there at 9:30, all right? And the band was still playing, all right? It was Fat Tuesdays, all right, Fat Tuesdays, all right, I got me the mango slushy thing that they have, and that has rum in it, so I got an extra shot of Malibu, but this wasn't a regular shot. I guess at Fat Tuesdays, they have like really big shots. I don't know what that's about, but I could not do it, right? And then it was way too many people in there, and so basically like around 11:30, we left, because guess what? The music was loud and I'm old, and they did not get to the karaoke. Karaoke was supposed to start, I was told, at 10:30. All right, I gave it an hour, but there was singing, so because I am who I am and my friends are who they are and we are who we is. So there was singing. All right, I'm gonna try to get this video for you because it was awesome. And then I'll look for the one when I sang the Monica song, and if I can find Boys to Men, I will. All right, let's just keep listening to this. All right, let's see here. Okay. I did get my friends' permission though to show their faces, so that's a good thing. I'm not trying to forward it. I want to download it. How do I do that? Oh, I won't be able to download it. Fudgesicles. Can I make it bigger? Okay. All right. So you all will be able to hear it, but I won't be able to. Wait, you'll be able to hear it. No one on the panel will. So I'm going to show it on the screen. All right. Let's do that. Okay. Doopa-doopa-doopa-doopa-doo. Chrome.
Just a moment.
I made a promise. All right, I did. I made a promise. Okay. And let's start this song. All right, and let's play this song and bring it on the screen. All right, there we go. Okay. If you can't tell, that is me in green. All right, and that is my friend Tori. Stunning, right? Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Play.
Yes, honey, sing it.
That's my friend Key in the background.
Sing it. Lord, not a duet. Come on, high note.
When you are weak, I will be strong. Helping you to carry on. Follow me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Call on me. Oh, no, what's
I really did forget the rest of the words, though. All right. So, yes, we were singing in the parking lot. Singing in the parking lot. All right. When I find the other videos for you, I'll play them. But with that being said, all right. So I promised you some singing. All right. And there was some singing. So let's get into it. All right. Do I even have Google up? I do have Google. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. If you are a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. You are the demographic of people I am looking to have a conversation with. Do I have multiple personalities? Possibly. You'll never know until you talk to me. With that being said, if you're on TikTok, go ahead and make the two people at the bottom of your screen go from pink and blue to gray. And if you're over on the tube, you can call the number on your screen, which is 720-295-4868. Again, that is 720-295-4868. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, and let's see what we have here. Chat, thank you so much for knocking out that gift goal. Keep doing all of the good things. All right, I'll reset it in just a moment, and we will go from there. All right, let's see here.
Yeah.
Is everything okay with your life? Get out of here, weirdo. What's wrong with these people? I am the only person that's allowed to be weird over here. Okay, thank you. The fuck? Anywho, as I was saying, we have a lot of news. Thank you for the amp. I'm amped up. All right. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. All right. We have a lot to actually cover, guys. You know that Tulsi Gabbard, she resigned. Something that she resigned because she pissed Trump off, and something she resigned because of her husband. So there's that part. So she is out of there. They are getting rid of the women one by one. I promise you, if Susie Wiles did not have cancer and she wasn't dealing with that, they would have fired her. Also, if Caroline Leavitt didn't have child with knocked up, all right, she'd be gone too. All right, they are knocking out the women one by one. Oh, Bubba, can I show the people this one that you did? Can I show this one? This shit is awesome. What is this, Bubba?
Stop pulling like that.
Can I hold it from the bottom then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there we go. Look at this thing right here. Holy smokes. Can you guys see it? Like, clearly, it's so cool. It has like hydraulic motions or something in it. Yeah, so Bubba put this one together. It's pretty freaking cool, man. What is this, Bubba? The ATTE? Yeah. Okay, cool. ATTE. Do I know what that is? No. But grab it from the bottom, Bubba. Are you sure you can do that? Oh, okay, have fun. All right. But yeah, ATTE. Boom. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Because, like, he used to, like, he's always liked Legos, but, like, when he was younger, I would buy the Legos, and then I would end up putting the Legos together, right? Because... yeah, but now he loves Legos. He gets his Legos and he puts them together. Like ones that would be simple that would used to like upset him are no longer upsetting to him. No longer upsetting to him. He put those in like in 2 minutes flat, and now he's doing like complex pieces like that. It's so friggin' awesome. Just makes my heart smile. It's growth. It is growth. So yeah, that is so friggin' awesome. Let's get back to talking about politics. Oh, let me hide this. My bad. What were we talking about? Tulsi Gabbard, right? Yes. Is it an AT? I don't know Star Wars. I don't know Star Wars. I really don't. I do know Emperor Palpatine, though, because of the simple fact that I was called that person. And he says something about making the heart, like hate makes the heart grow fonder or something like that. I don't know what he said. But yeah, I was like, you know what? Yep. You got it, boss. Makes sense to me. I don't argue facts. Why would I? Why would I argue with the truth? The truth is the truth. Anywho, request up, get in the box. Hey guys, what if no Trump supporters come up here today and then I get to sing more because I'm the champion? Wouldn't that be awesome? Matter of fact, I'm changing the gift goal to this thing that says sing together. Let's go ahead and knock that out because that's cool. And then I want to look here and let's see. So I'm reading from the AP. Actually, we can just listen to the news about it, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't want to do popcorn reading, so we can just listen. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see what this says. Okay.
Since Tulsi Gabbard has resigned. Gabbard's departure comes weeks into the U.S.-Israeli war in Iran and after she repeatedly dodged questions in a congressional hearing about whether the White House had been warned of potential fallout from the conflict, including Tehran's move to effectively close the Strait of Hormuz.
Historically, the Iranians have always threatened to leverage their control over
why would the president say he was amazed?
I'm not aware of those remarks.
What about the...
She also contradicted Trump when she said in written remarks to the Senate Intelligence Committee that there had been no effort by Iran to rebuild their nuclear capability after earlier U.S. attacks, quote, obliterated its nuclear program. Gabbard, a former congresswoman from Hawaii and a 2020 Democratic presidential candidate, sharply criticized the first Trump administration for its Middle East policies and called then on her fellow Americans to speak out about a possible war in Iran. Since the war began, she has been largely silent on social media and notably declined to express support for the U.S. role in the conflict.
Did y'all hear them say that she contradicted Trump? Remember when she testified about the nuclear weapons and she would not say if they were an imminent threat or not? Remember that part? Remember that time she wouldn't say whether or not they had like nuclear weapons because she said that they didn't? Excuse me. Political, get up here. What are we doing? Get up here now. What's happening? But yeah, that's that. I'm sorry. Like, you cannot go against this guy, because if you go against this guy, what ends up happening, all right, you lose your job. You lose your job, especially if you work for him. You're going to lose your job. Oh, cool news that I heard. I don't know what word I just said. Cool news. All right, cool news. This comes out of Florida, is that a biologist, I heard Queen V was talking about this last night on Bill's panel. I think it was on Bill's last night. But a biologist for the Game and Wildlife Department out in Florida, right? She had shared a post about Charlie Kirk, and some found it disparaging, all right? And talking, hey, how dare you talk about a dead person? How dare you talk about our martyr? All right, we are Charlie Kirk, right? So she shared this post around the time that he was like killed, and she was fired. She was fired from her job. Like, they boom, gave her the boot, right? They fired her. So she sued. She sued as a violation of her freedom of speech. She definitely sued. And guess what, y'all? She won because it found that the state of Florida did violate her freedom of speech rights. Boom. Big W. That lady got like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, shout out to her. All right. Fuck around and find out. Why don't you? All right. Fuck around and find out. I hope every person who lost their livelihood because of stupid Charlie Kirk, all right, sues and wins. Okay. Because if hate speech, all right, is protected by freedom of speech, all right, then me saying that Charlie Kirk leans left is also protected. I just want to let you all know that, all right, because he did, in fact, lean left. Let's not pretend that he didn't. Let's be very, very honest about the situation, okay? We saw it on TV, unfortunately. Now, with that being said, when are we going to have our day of love? You know what? I was minding my business today. I won't tell you what I was doing, but I was minding my business, and it came to me, right? I had a moment. I wouldn't say it's an epiphany, but I had a moment, right? Here's what I had. If January 6th was a day of love, all right, a peaceful protest, no rioting, no violence, none of that, people were just exercising their right to protest, then when will we have our day of love? When? When? Think about it, right? I want you to think about it, because wouldn't we be able to compare our day of love to their day of love? Right? I really, really want to know, when can we have our day of love? And guess what? I don't think that this is anything bad, because, come on, we already have a precedent set. We already have a precedent set that you can storm the fucking Capitol of the United States of America. You can beat police officers. You can assault police officers, and you can darn go smear poo on the walls at the Capitol. You can threaten government officials, and there's absolutely no consequence other than the president trying to set up a slush fund to pay you for your troubles. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And also, if you don't catch the sarcasm in this, then by all means, I want you to, I don't know, read the fucking room, bro. The fuck are we doing here? Read the room. Read the room. People are weird. But yeah, like, when's our day of love? Also, another thing is, like I was saying earlier today, is that that slush fund is likely not to happen. Congress doesn't want it. They were supposed to vote on it yesterday. The Senate was, because they're doing it through the reconciliation. And I think I told you guys this yesterday, but they can't come to terms with this slush fund. They just can't do it. They can't make it make sense. So right now, the slush fund is simply symbolic. It's symbolic. It's not even something that I even would want to get upset about. All right. And I think the reason why I didn't get upset about it is because I do understand, all right, how appropriations work. Oh, thank you, Pedro. Appreciate you, friend. I get that part. I know that the president can't appropriate funds, right? He can't even spend federal money, right? He's going to need Congress in order to pass this through. So the Senate, they want to try to include it within, well, Trump wants them to include it within the budget reconciliation bill that they're doing to fund ICE and CBP. All right. And I just want to let you all know, those agencies already have funding. Remember, they got like that extra 70 something billion in July of last year with the big ugly bill. All right. So those guys are not going to be missing out on a paycheck. They're not missing out on anything. So don't think that they're going to incur any type of struggles like our TSA agents did, like our Coast Guard did. None of that. All right. None of that. They didn't get an extra 170 billion. They got an extra 70 something billion dollars. It wasn't an extra 170. 170 billion is how much they want to fund them for the remainder of the Trump presidency, I do believe. But yeah, so there's that part. That's not going to happen. And even still, like, worst case scenario, if the Senate approves it, it will still have to go through the House to be final, right? So we would have to do that. And then what else do we have? Ms. Nat said to check this here. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. Whoa, what's this? Non-immigrant visa holders must return to home countries to apply for green cards. Non-immigrant visa holders? Wait, what the fuck does that even mean? Aren't all visa holders aren't immigrants? That's very confusing. It says in a typical year, let me bring it up on the screen. I don't know what the fuck that means. They make a distinction between the two, immigrant and a visa holder. That doesn't make a non-immigrant visa holder. The fuck does that even mean? Words. How many of us understand them? Words. Ones we can depend on or define. Words. Okay, let me see. I'll bring it up on the screen here because it doesn't make sense to me. So I got to read the article. Let's see. Chrome. There we go. Okay, so it says... I don't know what this is. How we get here? I clicked on something way long ago, I guess. I don't know, but let's try that again. This is for Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Long time ago. Oh, it's 2 stories. Oh, okay. All right. Let's do this one first, though. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so non-immigrant visa holders must return to home countries to apply for green cards, Trump administration says. All right, the Trump administration said Friday that people with temporary visas seeking to adjust their immigration status to obtain green cards must return to their home countries to do so through consular processing, and a major change from current practice. That's fucked up. This is just a way to not allow people to come back into the United States of America. Like, what the fuck is a non-immigrant visa holder? Wouldn't they all be immigrants? That's very confusing. That's silly pants. This is silly pants talk. From now on, an alien who is in the U.S. temporarily and wants a green card must return to their home country to apply, except in extraordinary circumstances. UCIS spokesperson Zach Collar said in a statement, when aliens apply from their home country, it reduces the need to find and remove those who decide to slip into the shadows and remain in the U.S. illegally after being denied residency. The statement said that those who come to America on non-immigrant visas, including students, temporary workers, and tourists, are expected to be in the United States for a short time and for a specific purpose. Wait a minute. Didn't that lady do that? No, not a lady. Elon Musk did that, didn't he? That's what Elon Musk did. He came here on a visa and he overstayed his visa. There's that. Hey, y'all, why did someone call at 6:09 in the morning? That is strange. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What does this say? People are strange. Very, very weird. I'm sorry. I was looking at a voicemail. I'm sorry. Yes, Mr. Thomas, I am afraid to debate you. That is very true. Your skill, your talent is unmatched, and I just don't have the fortitude. I don't have the fortitude, Mr. Thomas. W's in the chat for Mr. Thomas. So let's see here. It says fudgesicles. Our system is designed for them to leave when their visit is over. Their visit should not function as the first step in the green card process. Following the law allows the majority of these cases to be handled by the State Department at U.S. consular offices abroad and frees up limited USCIS resources to focus on processing other cases that fall under its purview, including visas for victims of violent crime and human trafficking, naturalization applications, and other priorities, he said. He said the process would make our system fairer and more efficient. Do you want my honest opinion? The honest opinion? Honest opinion is I get it. I understand. I get it. However, I do not like it. It's going to give them the ability, basically the authority to pretty much just deny people. Just deny them for no other reason than that they can. And they're going to be able to, especially because we already know that people in the global South get denied more than people from European countries. So it's just going to basically have them be able to curate who it is, of course, that they want to come into the United States of America anyways. Additionally, another thing is that, didn't they put a pause on visas already? They put a pause on visas. They put a pause on the lottery system. So yeah, curation. That's it. That's it. So here we are. Oh, here goes someone to be xenophobic. Let's bet.
Call from.
I'm gonna try one more time. How you doing? My name's Zal.
To accept,
The
press
fuck?
1. To send a
Hi, caller. Are you a Trump supporter?
I'm not a Trump supporter, but I love to debate.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What?
I
No.
was a Trump supporter, right? I was a Trump supporter.
Why debate you about stuff that you actually don't care about? What would be the purpose?
Look. This is what I want to say. Wow, I don't know why the microphone is making it go back and forth. Hold on, let me take this off. Here, do you hear me?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, listen. I was a Trump supporter, right? But unfortunately, this endless war is causing a lot of problems for people. Inflation is hitting all-time highs. Crude oil is destroying people. You got people working double jobs, and they can't support themselves. And I'm not talking about people who are going out drinking and partying and doing all this crazy stuff. I'm talking about Americans who go to work 60, 70, 80 hours a week, and they don't have enough.
call from.
Jerry.
Hi, caller. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
For TikTok purposes, how old are you?
37.
Okay, please mute the stream in the background. There's someone in front of you, and I'll be right with you. Thank you. Bruh. Okay, all right. So, yeah, like Trump is ruining the economy and taking away benefits from people. So there's that part, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
again, I'm not going to debate a person who doesn't support Donald Trump. And the reason why is because I don't think this stuff is fodder, all right, for people's entertainment. All right. Like for real. I know I say it sometimes jokingly, but for real conversations with real people. All right. So by all means, you can find a different stream to watch.
Can I say what? Can I
That'll
say
take
one
you.
more thing? Can I say one more thing?
No. Thank you so much for holding, caller. All right. So why are you still supporting Trump?
All right. So I take it all the way back to the debates. So we had the Trump-Biden debates, and there was that one moment where they were discussing the economy. And the minute that Biden had brought up about wanting to spend more government money, and then he whipped out his hairy penis and then just started telling us how much.
Yo, white men are unwell. Unwell. He's just going to sit on hold. They are unwell. Like absolute fucking weirdos. What the fudge was that? Absolutely unhinged. Weird as fudge. You know, I feel like that was assault. The person that called from 201-726-6490, you just assaulted us. And that was disgusting. Oh, thank you for the butterflies. I appreciate you. Who sent that? Oh, guys, guess what I just realized? I am raw dogging vision. Raw dogging the vision. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Emmy, for the butterflies. I appreciate you. Whoa, that was wicked. Anywho, Trump supporters, request up. You are the demographic of people that I like to have a conversation with. All right, so there's that part. There's that part. Wow. If you are over on the tube, you can call the number on your screen, which is 720-295-4868. Again, that's 720-295-4868. And if you're over on TikTok, you can request up. You can do that. Bruh, I'm about to ask my mods. Like, mods, should we hit a restart? I don't know. Should we hit a restart? Oh, read the Kilmar Abrego Garcia story. You're right. I should read that one. I forgot about that story. I'm not going to hold you. So the charges were dismissed. I know that he was able to go home, but they finally dismissed the charges against him. That's wonderful. Okay, so a judge dismisses criminal charges against Kilmar Abrego Garcia in human trafficking case. Ha ha, you aren't gonna get what you want. He's gonna be able to stay in the United States of America. Okay. How do you not see a request box? If not, then you should exit out and then come back in. Exit out and then come back in if you don't see the request box, but only request up if you are in fact a Trump supporter. Okay, so a federal judge in Tennessee dismissed the criminal charges against Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
Call from
Victoria.
Hi, caller. Hold one moment, please. Thank you. Okay. All right, dismissed the charges on Friday, finding that the investigation into his alleged involvement with human trafficking was tainted. Okay. He said the probe was only launched to justify the government's decision to remove him to El Salvador. Ah, shit. All right. Why do I keep calling? I'm reading.
Call from
Trump supporter.
Okay, Trump supporter, hold one moment, please. I'm reading. Thank you. The fuck wrong with them? All right. The objective evidence here shows that absent Abrego's successful lawsuit challenging his removal to El Salvador, the government would not have brought this prosecution. U.S. District Judge Waverly Crenshaw wrote in his decision. Let's see. It's probably going to tell us in the article, but I'm just going to go ahead and Google it. Did I copy it or no? Copy. What do you all think I'm trying to look up to see about Judge Crenshaw? Hey, shout out to this black man. Who was he appointed by? Hey, appointed by President Obama. Okay, awesome. They're going to call him a liberal judge. Yeah, I know that, right? They're going to say, you liberal judge, you. It's all these liberal judges. When I want you to know that Politico did a report and showed that the majority of Trump decisions that have been overturned. Immigration decisions have been overturned by Trump-appointed judges or Republican-leaning judges. Clock it. So there's that. Anywho, prosecutors in the Middle District of Tennessee were investigating him with the support of the Department of Justice in Washington. After Abrego was deported to El Salvador last year, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the Trump administration had to work to bring him back because they violated his due process. He was eventually returned to the U.S. and was immediately hit with human smuggling charges based on a 2022 traffic stop in Tennessee. He pled not guilty. Body camera video from a Tennessee Highway Patrol officer shows a calm exchange with Abrego after he was was pulled over for speeding 4 years ago. There were 9 passengers in the car, and the officers discussed their suspicions of smuggling among themselves. However, Abrego was eventually allowed to continue driving with only a warning. Boom. Crenshaw said Friday that federal authorities closed the investigation into the November traffic stop and only reopened it after Abrego was successful in his deportation case in federal court in Maryland. Ha ha ha. You can't seek vengeance, stupid. All right. What the government labels as new evidence was not new as a matter of law, the judge wrote. Crenshaw said that while there is insufficient evidence of actual vindictiveness, he believes the Trump administration has failed to rebut the presumption of vindictiveness, which is all Crenshaw needs to dismiss these charges. Boom. Instead of investigating the November 2022 traffic stop to identify who was responsible for the human smuggling, U.S. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche started the investigation to implicate Abrego. Crenshaw wrote, that's ex post facto justification. He did so to justify the executive branch's decision to remove him to El Salvador. Again, ex post facto justification is something that people in law enforcement use all the time. Well, I shot him so that he wouldn't shoot somebody else. Even though the person may not, even though the person didn't have their weapon in their hand, they had a weapon on him. That's what they tried to do for Alex Preddy. If you all remember, because he had a weapon holstered, right? They tried to say, well, like Trump supporters argue that, well, he had a gun on him, so who knows what he could have done? No. That's not how it works. All right. It's about what he was doing at the time in which he was actually shot and then killed. You know what I mean? So you can't do ex post justification. Ex post facto justification. All right. Shout out to Latin. Okay. So what does it say here? I just want to read about what the judge said. I don't want to read all the rest of this stuff. Okay. Fantastic. All right. So Trump loses again. Ha ha ha. I hope that puts the smiles on everyone's face. Ooh. Hold on one moment. All right, guys, let's do all of the good things. I'm not sure if this GIF isn't showing up or not, but I'm going to need us to get to it. All right, let's go ahead and knock out the sing together GIFs. So let's knock that out. Continue to share and repost the live. All right, it's over 400 people in here. Let's get the likes up to 100,000 likes. Tap the screen while you type that email, all right, and respond to your boss in a very eloquently professional way, right? All right, to whom it may concern. All right. Or you can just say, I said what the fuck I said. Sincerely. Okay. All right. Let's do all of the good things, guys. All right. And if you'd like to support me, support the stream, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat. I got to bring up the tube for us because I'm sorry I've been neglecting y'all. My bad. All right. Let's get up the tube here and let's get into these phone calls. All right. Thank you so much for holding, caller. Are you a Trump supporter?
In a way.
Did you vote for Trump?
I did not.
You didn't vote for Trump? Did you vote at all in 20? How old are you?
I'm 67, soon to be 68.
You're 67, soon to be 68. Okay. And you didn't vote?
I did vote. I did not vote for him.
Who
Trump.
did you vote for, if you don't mind me asking?
The lady. Oh, what's her name? I forget her name.
Huh.
Yeah, I voted for the female that was running for president.
The woman that was running for president. Oh, okay.
All
right. So
why are you?
Good God. It's Kamala Harris. If
Kamala
you can't say
Harris.
Kamala, then you can just say Harris. Can you say Harris?
I can, Harris.
Okay, cool. You can just say Harris. We appreciate you. All right. So why are you saying that you support Donald Trump today?
I support him today because he exhibited the power of belief.
He exhibited the power of what? I'm sorry?
The power of belief, the power behind our ability to believe in something strong enough to bring it to fruition. In spite of the fact that he didn't have any political...
So you're saying that Trump believes in manifestation?
he learned it. He walked on it. I mean, just like
Thank you so much for holding, caller. All right. Are you a Trump supporter? Hello?
Yes,
Hi. Yes. Sorry. Are you a Trump supporter?
I sure am.
Okay. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
51.
Okay. All right. And why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, I voted him in first term. I voted for a second term. Voted again this round. And since his second term was technically stolen from him, if
No, it
he's
wasn't.
allowed
That's
to
misinformation.
yes,
We won't
it
spread
was.
that lie over here.
No,
Hey,
no.
boundaries. Boundaries.
Here's the thing. Black
Boundaries.
fatigue sucks.
TikTok doesn't like
Black
it.
fatigue
Boundaries.
sucks. Black
Shut up. You're going to end up hanging up. The fuck is wrong with these people? Boundaries. Anywho, all right. That was fun. Okay, so yeah, Trump supporters getting the box request up, do all that stuff. Thanks, appreciate you. Okay, let's see here. So Trump, they lost. There's that part. Here we are. All right, so sucks to be them. It really does suck to be a Trump supporter, though. I don't know how y'all do it. It's gotta suck to be y'all. Like, why would you want to be a Trump supporter? Like, why? All right, how do you look at your videos on whatchamacallit? Like, is everything a reel now? Is everything considered a reel that you upload? I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. I just want to find the video of me singing because I also want to go over some more news with y'all because there's a lot, like good googly moogly. There's so much to go over. I want to get out of this here. Is it the same person calling?
Call from
William.
Hi, William. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I absolutely am.
Okay, sir. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I'm 21.
You're 21?
Yep.
Okay, all right. You work in a coal mine?
No, do you work in the propaganda factory?
The what factory?
Propaganda, lies,
The propaganda
criminals,
factory?
fraud. Do you work
Where
at
is
the
that
Learning Center?
located? Where's that
do you work at
located?
the
Shut up. I just put him on hold. That's a rough ass. Thank you. That's a rough ass 21 years old, ain't it? I thought he was going to say 63 or something. He said 21. I was taken aback. I'm sorry. All right. My apologies. God, the fuck? He's old as shit. He's you working in coal mines? You got black lung? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, friend. Good grief. Hey, y'all. Thank you to Taffy for our first dono of the day. Taffy sent a $10 dono and said, is this our last day with you before you go on vacay? Happy B-Day, by the way. Oh, no, friend. The last day's going to be Monday. We still have to do the adult celebrities, the celebrity adult spelling bee with all my friends. What did they say their name is?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hello, caller. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay, and for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
49.
Okay, all right. And why are you still supporting Trump?
Because he's making America great again. Get rid of all the illegals. Give those benefits that they are taking to our vets. House our homeless vets. Get them the mental health they need.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take you seriously, okay? Because I believe this is what you believe. So I'm gonna choose to engage here. Okay, so what you're saying, all right, is that there are undocumented immigrants here in the United States of America, all right, at a disproportionate number who are getting federal benefits?
Yes.
How are they getting federal benefits if they're not citizens?
Identity theft.
Okay, at what rate?
I have a family member that lives in upstate New York, but somebody in, I believe, Colorado is getting getting benefits under their name.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am. That was anecdotal. That was personal. We can't prove that. So, like, do you have any stats or anything to back it up? Anything that we can actually go off of?
Not off the top of my dome, I don't.
Okay. All right. Because again, you'd have to be able to back that up. Because if it's like a thing where 1 in 1 million people or even 1 in 100,000 people were doing it is extremely trivial. And like when I say trivial, what I mean, may I finish, please? May I finish, please? Ma'am, you don't have to ask me that question, because if you let me finish my actual sentence, all right, without interjecting, then what ends up happening is that you would actually understand that what I was going to say is not trivial in the sense of the impact that it has on the person whose identity was stolen, all right? It's trivial in the sense that it is not a massive problem, and that those people are actually held responsible and typically prosecuted for it. So there's that. Ma'am, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of these people already. The fuck is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? If you allow me to finish a friggin' sentence, that's literally, all right, what I was going to say. What I said was what I was going to say, all right? It is trivial in the friggin' sense that those people, all right, it's not happening at an extent that is having an impact on numerous people. What is happening is that those people, all right, when found out, they are arrested, prosecuted, convicted, and sentenced. That's what happens. The fuck are we even doing here? Get credit repair services, by the way. I'm pretty sure that half of the people in here have had their identity stolen, all right, by corporations, all right, instead of a friggin' undocumented immigrant. You know how many alerts I get just because I use my card somewhere? This company experienced a data breach. Hi, caller. Are you a Trump supporter? Caller going once. Caller going twice. Yeah. I'm sorry. Speak up.
Yeah. I thought that this was live.
I can't hear you. You're speaking very, very low.
Yes. Sorry, I thought this was live. I was talking when I was watching the live, so I thought I was gonna show my my voice at the same time as the live, but it's not.
This is live. There's just a delay on YouTube.
On my end, yeah.
And that's why you don't try to watch the stream while you're on the phone. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, somewhat.
If you can't make the volume louder, I'm just going to disconnect the call.
I would say so, yeah.
Chat, can you guys hear him?
Can you hear me?
I'm asking the chat, can they hear you? And they're saying no. You're very, very low. So get your mic together and I'll be right back with you. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Call from
Rebecca.
I think Rebecca hung up. All right. Were you able to get your mic together?
Can you hear me now?
I think that's better for me. So I'm going to assume it's better for the chat. They'll let me know. All right. You said you are a Trump supporter for TikTok purposes. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay. All right. And why are you still supporting Trump?
I believe that it's good to keep loyalties to an extent. I believe that
okay, hold on one moment. I want to talk to this person. Hey, caller, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Okay, for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
56.
56? Okay, it'll be just a brief hold. There's someone in front of you, and I'll be right with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. You said that you think it's a good idea to keep loyalties, and what else?
Yeah, and I believe that it would be good in my interest to continue to push for the anti-weaponization fund to be set in place for those who were targeted through the weaponization of government.
Like Letitia James, James Comey, Jerome Powell.
Yeah, it definitely goes both ways. I believe that
yeah, they should be able to get it too, right?
people of both parties would be able to actually apply for this fund.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think
But
that
do you realize that when they created this fund, they said people during the Biden administration?
yeah, that's technical, but it's not specifically for that. It's more of an open fund. If you read into like what it actually funds, it is specifically towards weaponization. So it's really open to a kind of a broader aspect of people who can apply.
So would we be admitting that the Trump administration weaponized the DOJ and used them to commit lawfare?
I believe that it's happened on both sides.
We're not talking about both sides. I asked you a very direct question.
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. All right. And you support that?
No, I don't. I believe that needs to be a practice that needs to be put behind us. I think it got kind of set in the Biden DOJ, but it continued forward into our administration.
No. Donald Trump was only investigated for things that he actually did do because they had the evidence to back it up. So that doesn't make any sense. They had no evidence against Jerome Powell, no evidence against Letitia James, and no evidence against James Comey. So there's that. But they did have evidence that Donald Trump had an aide, all right, flushed down classified documents down a toilet at Mar-a-Lago. They also had evidence and proof that he had a conversation and discussed classified material with a person he called a friend in Australia. They have proof of those things. What?
Yeah, I'm not here to like argue whether people were or were not. I do believe that it's been on both sides. As far
No,
as
you
like,
can't both
our
sides
side,
it though. That's the problem. The problem is you can't both sides this thing, all right? Because weaponization implies something negative. Weaponization means that the government was used as a tool against people when that's not the case. The Department of Justice is to actually prosecute crime.
Going to be making a claim. I'm personally going to be making a claim.
I'm personally going to end this phone call because the chat can't hear you anyways. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you so much for holding. All right. So, Rebecca, why are you still supporting Trump?
Because both seem radical right now. And it's not so much that I'm supporting Trump. I'm definitely not MAGA. I'm conservative. And initially, I liked the notion that he was going to secure the border. That was a big thing for me. I'm not generally across the board. Neither, conservative, Republican. It depends who's running and what they're running for. But, and I knew that, that Trump was a Claude or is a Claude, and I know that, he is what he is. But he seemed to offer something different. It's the same reason why I like voting for Obama. He seemed like he was, not your, a lawyer, a businessman. It just seemed like it was maybe a good time to get a businessman into the United States. But yeah.
Any businessman would have done?
No.
Okay.
I do lean conservative, but no, my biggest thing was that who's going to secure the border, because that was getting really scary, and no one seemed to be doing anything about it. And, I know, and I've seen the mess with ICE and all that. It's awful, but that's why initially why I did. But
why are you still supporting
right now,
him today as of May?
Well, like I said, I'm not MAGA. I still tend to. My biggest, admittedly, I was influenced by Charlie Kirk for sure, and he was a big supporter of Trump. I thought good intentions, but I think that anyone who ends up in the White House or politics in general, they're just always seem crooked, or they always come out crooked, But I think it's probably more for the programs now. Some of them, of course, not all of them. But to say, like, if I wouldn't vote again. So am I a supporter? No, but I wouldn't have gone with Harris either because I felt like she was thrown out there. I don't think that's the position that she thought she was going to be in or placed in. And I think they did her wrong, how they presented her. And I think the Democrats burned her really bad.
Vote for, hold on, wait a minute. So you didn't vote for Kamala Harris because of how the Democratic establishment treated her?
No. One, I didn't know that because remember Trump said he wasn't going to go into war. Now he's doing this mess with the Middle East, and it's horrific. So, and also Harris, I didn't know anything about her, nothing, and the way they launched her, it was just a mess. And yeah, so supporter.
Did you try finding out anything?
Not really. Oh yeah, I did. And there's actually a lot of things I did like about her, but not enough. And at that time,
what?
I hadn't seen.
What did you like about Kamala Harris?
I liked that when she wasn't forced into like the social media realm, she was real. You could see that what she genuinely believed in, and it was for just the people, United States. I mean, she seems very genuine. But I didn't like how she was maybe even allowed herself to be played, because I feel like the Democratic Party really set her up badly, that she could have been a really good candidate. But, and then it was a mess. Biden stepped away and
what would you prefer her to have done?
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
No, I'm asking, what would you have preferred her to have done? If you felt like she was allowing herself to be played, what do you think she should have done?
Oh, I don't think there was anything that she could have done. She
then why be upset with her if you think that she allowed herself to be played?
I'm not upset.
No, think about it. You said that was one of the reasons why you didn't vote for her is because you felt like she allowed herself to be played, but then you say there was nothing that she could have done.
Because, no, I misspoke then. What I meant was I didn't get a real good feel for her. I felt like she was being propped up, and we couldn't really see who she really was.
So
when I looked into other information, with her prior to her, with Biden stepping down, I liked her, but not enough to know if I should go Democrat or Republican. And Republican, conservative rather, is where I lean anyway. And I took the chance, because I was also thinking, border security, and because that was a mad mess, and now it's probably worse. It's not better. Yeah, the whole ICE thing is just a debacle, and I don't know what's going on with the border. So it's like they make these promises, and you hope that they keep at least a couple of them.
And so you said that you didn't know anything about Kamala Harris. All right,
not
what
really.
Did you know
not
about
enough,
Donald
and
Trump?
Not enough time.
What did you know about Donald Trump before voting for him?
I know that I think that Trump just basically ran on the Republican ticket because he could, because he was even talking about going independent. He even threatened that, I think, at one point. But so it's not about the party. But I liked that he was saying about securing the border. That was a really big thing, because I live in South Texas, and I have seen what a mess it was, and it is better. It is a lot better, but was it done correctly? No.
So are you saying that you knew about what Donald Trump's policies were, but you didn't know what Kamala Harris' policies were when you say you didn't know them? I just want to make sure. When you say that you didn't know her, what do you mean?
Well, it's not like you're talking to, Tucker Carlson or something. I'm not like, I haven't read every page of everything. I go by what I think most people do. The main bullets in their speeches and their promises and their talks and what they're going to do, and watch the debates and try to ignore that. Him personally, his personality and such really grates me. So I try to not listen to that part, and just try to listen to what he said he was going to do. And that's why I did. That's why I voted for Trump. And then, too, I do tend to lean conservatively. Would I vote again? Probably not. And I really hope they come up with a candidate that's not radical left or radical right. You know, there's just so much radical out right now. And I think we've stirred up more problems and more trouble.
We don't have a radical left in the United States of America. We don't. All of our politicians that are Democratic are pretty much moderate center people for the most part.
There are. I'm curious who they're going to have running. I would love to see who they're going to have running. I haven't really heard anyone. Have you?
No, not really. But with that being said, I have a question for you, right? Like, because you said that immigration was something that you voted on because you live in southern Texas, is what you mentioned. I think you said Southwest Texas.
Not so much immigration.
The border.
Yeah, South Texas, but not immigration. The border. Yeah.
Yeah, that
because I didn't have a problem with. Excuse me. I think that if you know, I think that I thought it was kind of good actually. You know, people, you know, they were coming over here from Mexico to work, and then they went home or wherever, you know, and they seemed to be happy. They were getting an opportunity for employment. Probably not as good as they deserved, but I don't know. It just seems like they really
Let's rein it in.
We're
going all over the place. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, if the border was your concern, all right, then what I would think is that you know, you paid attention to what was actually happening at the border, whether it be the actual border or what was happening in Washington in regards to border security. Did you know that
the actual border?
Did you know that Joe Biden actually introduced a bill within 2 weeks of taking office in 2021 that would actually increase border security, specifically at the southwestern border? You were aware of that?
Yeah, but Biden aged out.
Biden wasn't on the ticket, ma'am.
No, I'm just saying, as far as exactly. So Biden wasn't an option, and that's, you know.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. No,
and I didn't know.
I need you to pay attention.
What?
All right. Like, so that's what Biden did. And Kamala Harris, all right, she had a similar border policy to that. Both her and Biden, so Harris and Biden, the Biden-Harris administration, all right, also supported the Langford bill, which would have increased border security. All right. But that is something that Donald Trump, wielding his power as a former president, right, he called Republican senators and he threatened to primary them if they voted yes on that bill. That's what Donald Trump did. And he told them that it was something that he needed to run on. He needed to run on immigration because he couldn't give Joe Biden that type of win. All right, so that's what we have here. You could have had your border security done correctly, all right, without all of the harm that the Trump administration has caused thus far via legislation, but yet Donald Trump put the kibosh on that. And so then what I want you to look at, because it doesn't sound like you still support him, but I just want you to like kind of just drive it home. What policy has been passed within the last year and a half to better secure our border?
What policy?
What policy? What bill has been passed?
What reprimand?
What bill has been passed? I asked what I meant. What policy?
Nothing that was promised. Nothing that was there was no follow through.
Exactly.
Aside from just locking everything down. Yeah. No, I know this.
Yeah, and so that's what we have though. But then also another thing is that like. You didn't read, like, did you ever visit Kamala Harris's website to see what it was that she was about?
Yes.
You did.
And like I said before,
do you remember any of the policies?
I felt really influenced. I really felt influenced by a lot of what Charlie Kirk was saying. And because
Charlie Kirk was a liar.
Well, it didn't seem like that to me.
Like, what did you agree with when it came to Charlie Kirk?
Well, there's not everything, of course. There's
I just asked you, what did you agree with?
That he was a Christian and he lived like a Christian.
He was a Christian and lived like a Christian by casting judgment on others?
I didn't get that impression. I mean, I know
Diminishing
that
others'
he's snarky with some of the
abilities.
college kids.
He talked to college kids because he couldn't debate adults. You know, I want to tell you a story. One time, a few friends and myself, we tried to unfuck America, right? We tried to unfuck America. It's pretty wicked. And, you know, Charlie Kirk ran. He ran. He refused to debate anyone. He refused to debate anyone until one of us, all right, simple black theory, was able to get through and demolished a grown man, another grown man to another grown man, demolished Charlie Kirk in a debate about DEI. And because you know why he debated college students? He debated college students
he was trying to influence the young men in the world.
It's not about influencing them. It's not about influencing them. They're college students. College students don't know much, unfortunately. They're so young. Hey, that's what it is. And it's not influence. It would be indoctrination. That's it. He went after the people that he felt were easy wins, is what he did. He went and talked to an adult. He probably wouldn't even debate you. You likely knew more than Charlie Kirk did.
I guess that, but like I said, I'm not well versed, and I'm sure you're more equipped with political speech than I am. But you ask why I voted for Trump and why I kind of support Trump. Well, I don't know about that, but I am a Trump
It sounds
supporter.
like you're on the fence about whether or not you support the man.
Well, I wasn't a big fan of him right out the gate, just because, you know how he is personally, if you will.
Ma'am,
he's a clod.
Miss
Rebecca?
I think your name's Rebecca. It's Rebecca, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a therapist, and I say that politely. Right? What I do want to know from you is what's important to you. No, seriously, what's important to you and those around you? Because you keep mentioning, I always just conservative. But is that conservatism? Is it actually serving you? Is it serving your pocketbook? Does it help?
Conservatism, yes, generally does, because
How?
Sorry, my dog just walked through. With Trump, what I recognize in him with conservative is that it was building up America. You know, so much money was just going everywhere in some of the craziest places, and he said things like cleaning up the swamp.
Where?
You know,
Where? Where?
Where what?
Where was the money going
You mean
to?
in Doge?
The crazy places.
Well, you mean in Doge, the stuff that they found when he brought
Doge is
in
actually costing the American people
Musk?
more than it saved.
Well, I watch both conservative and Democratic news, and the Democrats, the liberal side, didn't say much about that with Doge except for complaining who was in there digging through all the paperwork.
Ma'am, can I just ask you a very straightforward question, please? I'm just going to ask a straightforward question. All right. So pretty much for you, could you not vote for Kamala Harris because she's black?
I wasn't. No, of course not. So
Did her
stupid.
being
I'm
a
so tired
woman,
of the race
did her
thing.
being a woman have anything to do with it?
That I actually liked the notion of that. But I just wasn't familiar with her and didn't have enough time to absorb everything before I went to go vote.
She had 107 days, and I think that she actually did a pretty good job within 107 days. Hey, you haven't pointed to anything
She did a
that
lot.
she did
She
specifically.
did a lot. Yes, I'll give her that.
Yeah. You haven't pointed to anything that she specifically did that would cause you not to vote for her. Everything that you said, you said you didn't know her. What did you want to know? I asked you that question earlier and you couldn't answer it.
Right, because okay, she might have had 107 days, but I didn't have 107 days to invest in all of that. You know, I maybe spent, in totality, 10 days in investing in researching her.
If you spent 10 days researching her and you claim that you didn't know anything about her, I would have to question your research skills.
Enough to vote, enough to change. No, enough to change. my mind to not vote conservative. And Trump didn't really do anything his first term. So I didn't really get it, a feel that he was going to go the way he is now when I voted for him last time. I didn't vote for him the first time.
My friend joined. I think they have a question for you. I'm not sure because you're talking in circles, in my opinion, because it's something that you're not seeing. And you know what? Again, I don't get paid enough to try to dig it out of you. I'm just going to be honest. Hi, Hector. You had a question for her?
You just said you were calling.
I do have a question, and we desperately need to do a PSA because what are y'all doing? Guys, make sure you're supporting Erica, please, with your taps, with your shares, with your likes, with your gifts, and always the links in the bio. Those of you on the YouTube side, hit the like button, and subscribe. What is this young lady's name?
It's Rebecca.
Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. My name is Hector. I had a question because I'm a little confused because I believe you said that you did go to her website. I believe you mentioned earlier that you did check out her website a bit.
Yes. I think I went to her actual website twice, maybe 3 times.
Gotcha. All right. So was there not a policy that you agreed with?
No, there wasn't. But because I tend to agree more with conservative, I lean more towards that. I mean, just the policies and how I tend to. I don't always vote Republican. I don't just go across the board. It depends on who's going up.
Okay. But can we agree that not every single policy presented by a Republican or Democratic candidate is necessarily Republican or Democratic leaning, right? We would have policies that may be presented by a certain party, but they're universally good for the majority of Americans, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm referencing. I have contentions with the legality of Donald Trump's accounts for like children from 0 to 18, the investment accounts, but I actually like the idea. I don't think that is necessarily a Republican policy because that's going to benefit people no matter what side of the aisle you're on. So we can look over on the Democratic side and we should be able to do the same. For example, one of Kamala Harris's policies on the website that you went to was a federal price gouging ban. So if you did not know this, we already have price gouging laws on the books in several states individually. States can go to like a Shell who jacked up the price of gas by 50 cents one day for no reason whatsoever. And they can say, hey, that's price gouging. You're unjustly charging Americans well above the cost of this good and outside of your profit margins, right? Because they have to make profit, but they can go above that just because. Say a storm's about to come in, they can jack up the prices, and that would be something that would be illegal in many states. So Kamala Harris said, let's make that federal. There's no reason why Arkansas shouldn't be able to prosecute a greedy corporation for harming Americans, and then in Minnesota, they can. Let's make that federal across the board. I would argue that's not a partisan policy. I would argue that benefits all sides. So is that something you think you can get down with?
No, I agree. And Trump, he took the Republican ticket, but there's a lot of things that, I can see, liberal.
Sure. So the point I was making is why I was confused is because I heard you say you went to her website and then I asked you what policies you'd agree with. And you didn't seem to be able to remember any. Now, I'm well aware of the fact that it's been just about 1.5 years, so maybe just not off the top of your head. But I am surprised if you did go to her website where her policies were outlined, or even if you watch a single one of her rallies, why you were not able to mention them.
No, I didn't attend a rally or anything with anyone. I didn't attend any of that.
Well, her rallies is another place where she would have talked about her policies.
I just tried to get information through news and mostly through the news,
What do you define as the news? Because there's a lot of propaganda happening out there.
I guess old school news. And there's a lot, if you want conservative Republican, all you've got is Fox. And, but there's more opportunities to hear liberal versions elsewhere.
Do you watch Fox
what they
News?
call it now. Sometimes, as much as, I try to watch a little bit of each, and you can see where, some might be saying more about one thing than the other, and I get it, especially if it looks bad. But, no, I really, I have a lot of trust issues with the media right now because it's really bad. And,
As you
conservatives are in their
should.
own little civil war.
Um,
And then they hid with what was going on with Biden. It was actually, I think, abuse, to have him stay in the White House, and clearly he wasn't well. And I had that taste in my mouth too, that, no one said anything, no one did anything, and clearly he was suffering. So I did go into it with that in mind also.
Got you. Okay. So I'm going to share with you a piece of information that you may not have known. And hopefully my goal with sharing this with you is to make you never watch Fox News again. So Fox News was sued in 2023, or at least it was settled in 2023. And the reason why they were sued is because of the gross loads of misinformation and propaganda that they were putting out. Straight up disinformation,
I know.
actually, because
And
there's
you
a
heard of
difference.
Candace Owens? She went on about all that too. And Tucker Carlson went on about how bad it is. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they're all
But
grifters,
when I
but I
try
won't
to
go there.
get
So
balanced news, I don't have very many choices of where I can go.
almost done.
For
April
that, for Republicans.
2023, they settled in court, and their art not settled, but their argument was, we are ultimately a entertainment network. That Fox quote unquote
Yes.
news is more so a subsector or a channel that they put out, but it is
And they avoid
ultimately an
taxes.
entertainment network. So you cannot sue us
Yeah.
off the basis of misinformation and disinformation because we're more so for entertainment. And I thought that was very
Yeah, that was
telling
enlightening.
about their platform. Now, CNN has been
Yes.
sued by right-leaning figures and other networks, but they weren't sued off of disinformation specifically. In fact, the settlement that is touted around by Republicans, I'm sure you're aware of this, is with, what's his name? George Stephanopoulos. When Donald Trump was held civilly liable of the sexual assault of Edie Carroll. And what happened was George Stephanopoulos said he was held civilly liable for, I'm just going to say grape, fill in the blanks there, versus sexual abuse or sexual assault. And the reason why they settled is not because Donald Trump didn't grape her, but it's because the statute of limitations did not allow for the word grape to be used in the case based off of the fact that they couldn't tell whether it was his member or his peen that penetrated her. So if it's not the peen per that law, then you cannot call it grape. But you and I both know, no matter what I use onto someone, if I was to violate their consent, that would be considered grape. But anyway, because of that minor
Well, the
technicality,
penetration, it doesn't matter what you use. It's still grape.
exactly. So because of that minor technicality, they settled for, I believe it was 15 million, whatever. Anyway, for that minor technicality, they settled. I said all that to say, if you don't trust left-leaning news networks, we can look at their records. One was sued for misinformation and disinformation, fell back on being an entertainment network. The next one was sued because of an honest mistake, just because legally the paperwork couldn't say grape. That's the difference between both news networks. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of CNN, but I will say there are many independent networks. I would strongly suggest you check out more things from like, why am I blanking on it? C-SPAN, MS Now, that is very left-leaning, but they're accurate. And a lot of personal opinions there. And then you can go to the networks like AP News, Reuters. I think international networks are good. BBC, Al Jazeera sometimes, although they're very Israel-leaning. So on and so forth.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm rambling. So I'm saying all that to
I have
say,
nothing against CNN.
I do actually, but that's fine. So I say all that to say that it sounds like you didn't know much about Kamala Harris at all, and you voted against her because she was a Democrat. And I think if you did that, you voted blindly, and I think that's dangerous.
Right, and that would be dangerous, but that's not what I did. Even though I'm not, even though I didn't
Feel
have
like we just
maybe as
cemented
much
that that's
information
kind
as I
of what
should
you
have had.
did.
What's that?
I feel like we kind of went over the fact that it is kind of what you did. Unless you can, again, name the policy that you disagree with or what stance or position that you disagreed with.
I didn't disagree. I just felt like after everything that was going on with Biden and there was a lot of cover up with that. I mean, everyone saw that.
Yeah,
You know,
Rebecca,
and
hold on 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. As long as she's on the phone, this face is standing up. This lady is full of shit. Have fun, Hector.
Wait, did you see my message?
No, I'll take a look. Okay,
Okay, I
Rebecca,
just need to do a PSA.
we're back. Oh, and
yeah,
also,
I think you're going to lose interest in your followers here with this conversation, because you said call if you're a Trump supporter. Well, I am, but not.
No, you are a Trump supporter, and like you won't say,
Sure, okay.
you say why you didn't vote for Kamala Harris, right? And then when we sum it up to what it actually is, you say, oh no, that's not it. Yeah, it is. You
No,
said it multiple
I didn't feel like I had enough
times.
information on her to persuade me, other than, you know, and then I was
Enough
also
information on
with
her, but at the
the
same
distrust
time, you
of
said
what.
there wasn't a policy of hers that you disagreed with. That's what you
Yeah,
said.
you're
That doesn't make
contradicting
any
yourself.
sense. Like, what is it? Like, and then when I ask you what it is that you needed to know, you can't say what it is that you needed to know. What did you need to know?
Yeah, I am having trouble digging all that back up. I do remember the main things I went in with were that I didn't like how the Democratic Party was covering up with Biden and how they threw Harris out there like that. That was.
What does that
I
have
think
to
she
do
could have
with
run.
Kamala Harris, though? That's the thing I'm
I
trying to.
was
That's
just
why I
gonna
asked
say
you
that.
earlier. What does that have to do with her?
Nothing personally with her. I
Okay,
just
then,
didn't
so it
feel like I
doesn't
had
make
enough
any sense.
information.
So again, it's like what Hector said. If it wasn't because she was black and it wasn't because she was a woman, because you said you actually liked the idea of those things, all right, then it was because she was a Democrat. That's it. Because
No,
you're blaming the
since I didn't
error,
know
you're
her,
blaming
and
the
I know what
errors of
I'm
the
more familiar
Democratic
with.
Party on Kamala Harris is what you're doing. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like
No,
your logic
it's
isn't on
pretty-
track.
Okay, if you say so. I'm telling you
Uh,
that Charlie Kirk was a big influence for me. He was a big Trump
Okay,
supporter.
and Charlie Kirk was grossly
Conservative, I
misinformed, and
tend
a
to,
large
you know,
portion of the misinformation that was being spread about Kamala Harris. He literally championed those talking points that allowed a lot of people, such as you, to believe that she wasn't a qualified candidate. And as Erica mentioned, I think it's quite ridiculous for you to blame the failures of a white man on Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris ran in 107 days. Kamala Harris had a policy platform, which I will say again, you have yet to articulate. And Kamala Harris, if not for the Electoral College and the gross misinformation, disinformation that was put out against her, could have easily won that election. But Donald Trump quite literally had 2 years, a 2-year head start. So,
okay, so
you don't.
where I was
I'm-
looking and information I was looking for, minus her page, I don't feel like I was her audience. So I did not see, and I was not
But okay,
exposed
so the
when
reason
I
why I
went to
asked
other
you
news.
about her policy and the reason why I mentioned the price gouging ban is because that was on her website. That is what she spoke about on the campaign trail. You did not know that.
Mhm.
You agreed with it. You thought that was a good policy. So you keep saying that you did your
Thought it was.
research, and it
I
sounds
thought,
like your research was clickbait, most likely from Republicans and far right leaning figures like Kirk, Nick Fuentes, so on and so forth, versus actually seeing what she had to offer and her tax policy and her housing policy and her agriculture policy and her border policy. You don't know these things. So your research, please, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but your research sound like clips, and that's not research.
I went to the pages and I did do some research, but
You keep saying
clearly
that you
not.
cannot substantiate what. Okay, let me make this easy.
I
What
listened
did you
to news,
find
and I went
about
to
Kamala
CNN,
Harris
and I went to
distasteful
Fox,
in your
and
research? No problem.
any.
Okay, what did you
You went-
find distasteful about Kamala Harris in your research?
I didn't find anything distasteful about her, minus that I wasn't her audience.
What is okay?
You know, she was really talking more to the much younger generation. I'm 56.
That
So a
makes
lot of the
absolutely
stuff
no
that
sense
her,
whatsoever.
she,
Okay, we're going in a
when I would
circle.
look up
The point of me
information,
mentioning her policy, and I can quite literally go down 7 or 8 more, is to show that regardless of age, regardless of party, regardless of financial status, her policies were overwhelmingly benefiting the majority of Americans. So for you to say her policies did not target you or your audience because of age or anything else tells me you don't know what you're
I didn't
talking
say
about.
that.
And I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
No, I
I'm
didn't
just going to
say
say
her
it. You don't know what you're talking
policies
about. And
didn't.
that's okay. I just wish you would be more honest about
Okay.
it instead of playing us like
I
fiddles,
am. I'm being as
because
honest as
it's
I can be.
crazy.
I'm telling you, I was influenced greatly by Charlie Kirk standing, and I watched
You were
CNN,
influenced
and I
by a
watched Fox.
top grifter, liar, and racist piece of shit.
Oh, well,
Oop.
I disagree, but we're allowed to do that,
I'm
right?
sure you do. Hi, Spawn.
I mean,
Hey
okay, are we
guys,
done?
how are you? I want to
We're
give you an
done, guys.
example if possible
Oh,
of like,
Swan wants to give you an example of something that may help understand what's happening. Like, Swan, have fun, Swan. Hey, friend, by the way. Hi.
hey, so are you there,
I'm
ma'am?
going to let myself go because clearly I'm not equipped to debate this. But
Well, no,
thank
I
you for
didn't
your
want to
time.
debate with you. I just wanted to give you, oh, okay. Well,
She
there's
was
that.
draining me. She literally was draining me. She was taking everything in me. Everything in me.
I'm not gonna
Everything.
lie. When someone calls up to say, like, first of all, we should be at 200K likes, but I know Hector's gonna handle that. But to call in and say you're gonna lose viewers because she called in and she couldn't continue a conversation or track a conversation
That was funny.
pissed me off.
Crazy.
In the chat, that was
That
so
was
annoying.
funny,
I'm not
though.
gonna lie.
Like, what? What is happening? Yeah. Okay.
Someone brought up a good point.
Mhm.
She's like, Kamala was targeting a younger audience, but she followed Charlie Kirk.
That part. Oh my God. That part. The hypocrisy. You old ass. Never mind. No, you know what? I wanted to play something for you all. We need a palate cleanser.
Call from
Travis.
Hi, Travis. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hey,
Yes or no, sir?
in the weirdest way, yes.
Okay.
In
And
the
for TikTok
weirdest way.
purposes, how old are you?
I'm 31 years old.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. I'm going to place you on a brief hold. Got to do a quick commercial break, and I'll be right back with you. Okay?
All good. All
Great.
good.
Thank you.
That's what we need a PSA. What are y'all doing?
Okay, give him a PSA after this palate cleanser. I'm not gonna put it on screen because it shows Bubba, but I am gonna play it because you don't get to see my child, but you can hear it.
one bites the parts. No one bites the parts. 3 a.m. 3 a.m.
You can't hear it?
No one bites the parts.
No.
Okay, I don't can't hear it. I'm sorry, but the chat can.
Oh, okay.
He walks wearily down the street with his brim bursting way down low on 5 bucks a feet. Machine guns ready to go in Vietnam. Hey, orphans get bombed. Bullets rip the out of your meat. No one bites the dust. Hey, no, no, and no one bites the parts. Hey, dun, dun, dun. And no one bites the parts. I think that our Hitler's.
Oh God. Okay, we're done. John, hell, he was like, he was 8 or 9 in that one. He was singing Another One Bites the Dust, but he remixed it to Another One Bites the Farts. Shout out to Bubba.
Shout out to Bubba.
Another one bites the farts. Okay, we need a palate cleanser. Yes, Hector, maybe please get a PSA.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, theys, thems, and MAGA, welcome into the live. You are watching the Erica Effect with today's show. As usual, why are you still supporting Trump? If you are still supporting Trump in the year of our Lord and Internet Savior Beyonce, a year and a half into this administration, absolutely failing this country, we want to know what is doing it. Maybe there's something we're missing from the conversation. Maybe there's something you can educate us on that warrants your continued support and our praise. If that is the case, you may request up in the box or call in the number on screen over on the YouTube side. Need the rest of you guys to do a couple things while you're here. First off, for the freeloaders, please double tap that screen. Double tap that screen till the hard bar gets full. We should have been at 300,000 likes. I don't know what y'all are doing. Can we get the likes up to 200K? And can we do it in can we do it in 10 minutes? If we get the likes up to over 200K within the next 10 minutes, which is really being super generous, that means you guys like me. And if we don't, y'all don't like me, and that's cool. I'll never come back. Share out the live with your friends and family as well. Make sure you repost and add it to your story. Hit that follow button in the top left corner if you haven't already. Make sure you're following Erica. She's on the road to 100,000 followers. And then become a fan club member by sending one coin. One little tickety-tockety coin. Become a fan club member. You do it once a week. You get a couple cool stickers when you do. Such as this one right here. Because that's how that lady made me feel. That was a cool sticker. Okay? Also... make sure you're knocking out the respective gift goals, such as the red things that's going above Erica's head. That shit looks weird. And then finally, check out the links in the bio for the best ways to support the platform. Whether you're following her on all the social medias, checking out her shop at ericaeffect.com, where you can get the merchandise you see above her head and her chest, the Do All the Good Things shirt or the bruh hat. Make sure you get all of that. It's pretty dope.
Thank you.
There's a couple cool other lines on there.
Thank you,
There's a hat
Shantae.
that says, "The fuck are we doing here?" I think I'm about to get that because the fuck are we doing here?
Yay! Awesome.
And also, links in the bio, of course, because this shit is expensive, all right? And she's doing a lot, and you can tell the mental turmoil that she's going through talking to these motherfuckers. So if you would like to send a thank you for all the hard work that she puts in on a daily basis, bringing the education or edutainment to all of you, please hit up the links in the bio. Hashtag thank you, Erica. I would greatly appreciate it if I heard a couple thank yous. Those of you on the YouTube side, y'all know what the fuck to do. Super chat, super sticker, like, subscribe, notification bell. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.
Thank you, Hector. Best PSA ever. Speaking of YouTube, thank you to Mr. Melvin for the sunshine. Thank you, Mr. Melvin. Drop some hearts in the chat for Mr. Melvin, y'all. Also, over on the PayPal, thank you very much to, let me make sure I can say your name. I just saw it. To Cassetta for the $2. Cassetta says she can't stand on anything. Big ups to you. That lady was draining. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, just say that shit with your chest. Also, thank you over on the tube to, let me see here. I just saw one to Swanberly. Oh my God, Swan. Thank you to Swanberly22, who everyone should go subscribe to for the flow state. Thank you, Swan. I appreciate you, friend. Drop some hearts in the chat. And also shout out to Emmy for making a purchase over on the ericaeffect.com. I do hope that you enjoy your pink bruh hat. All right. Shout out to you. Drop some hearts. Again, thank you all so very much. Let's go ahead and get into these calls. I'm going to go ahead and add back the call in progress sticker. All right. Swan and Hector are mutuals. All right. Do not at them during this phone call. They're not the person on the phone. That person's on a Google Voice call. Okay, guys? All right. Let's make sure we're doing all of the good things. And again, thank you for everything because all is appreciated and most definitely accepted. Let's do it. Thank you, callers, so very much for your patience. All right. So why are you still supporting Trump in a weird way?
Ooh, good question. So I voted when I was, sorry, let me close the door real quick. I supported Trump, and I didn't actually vote for him. I'm registered independent. I didn't vote for him for the past, 2 months. But I supported him because of the oscillating reality in all of our country's history.
You're breaking, like you're going in and out.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay, here, let me try this. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay, great. So looking at the history of America, like the full context of our 250 years, I've seen an oscillating majority going from what now we know as Democrat and Republican. And the reason I supported Trump initially was specifically because of this, because I didn't agree with him morally. I didn't agree with him on some of our
shit or get off the pot.
But he
just
actually
say it.
He actually, I believe, was taking us in the direction that was most healthy for America to expose the right, so that
it's been 84 years.
84 years?
2,000 years later.
What you
Sir,
talking about?
poop or get off the pot. You're not saying anything. You said that you just said, you said something at the end there. You said that he was going to make America better. Okay, how?
No, I didn't say it's gonna make America better.
I don't know what you
I
said. The
think,
betterment of America. I don't know. You said something, but how? Answer the how to that question, please.
yeah. So he was going to expose. So it goes. So you see throughout history the oscillating, extreme left, extreme, and then over a couple of years it goes to extreme right, and then extreme left and extreme right, and it's kind of this oscillating.
Was oscillating the word of the day?
Yeah,
It was?
that's my word.
Is your word of the day? Okay. This whole back and forth type deal? Good God.
Yes, sis.
I love a good oscillating fan.
He was going to expose what is really going on in a very obvious manner.
Oh my God, bro. Okay, so this is the only reason I came back. You said Donald Trump is exposing the right. What do you mean he's exposing the right? He's quite literally weaponizing them and engaging in their corruption with like their support. What do you mean? What do you mean he's exposing the right? What is he exposing in the right?
Oh yeah, he's exposing where we're going too far. He's exposing how
who's we?
Like corruption in our government, and he's exposing how even the right
speaking French.
Who's we?
Who's we?
Mm-hmm. Who's we?
You said he's exposing how we're going too far. Who's we?
Oh, U.S. The U.S.
The U.S. Okay, so I remember asking you how he's exposing the right. I didn't ask about the U.S. because we have two major parties. So I'm asking you specifically, what is he exposing from the right? How is the right, quote unquote, going too far?
Yep. So the right's going too far by, it's really hypocrisy. It's saying we're going to drain this. I mean, the simplest way I can say it is we're going to drain the swamp with the swamp.
You gotta be fucking joking. Are you fucking joking?
No, dude, I'm on point here.
Donald Trump is the swamp.
I can buy myself.
We can look at his first administration and see the turnover rate, for one. The turnover rate, because he just kept firing every single person who didn't disagree with him. And we can look at this administration and see how he's weaponized the government, not only to increase the wealth of him, his family, and his friends, but he quite literally used his presidential election to avoid a real sentencing after the conviction of him being a felon, because he got an unconditional discharge, and also presidential immunity from official acts. We can see that all throughout this administration. We can see the people that he's pardoned, and the alleged Cubagate. I won't even get into that. He's quite literally been the swamp.
Exactly. That's why I said exposing the swamp with the swamp. He's the swamp and saying, I'm going to drain the swamp.
So you support the swamp?
During the election year. No one could see that during the election year.
So you support the swamp?
No. I
you quite literally said you support Trump, and Trump is the swamp.
No, I don't support Trump.
Erica, drop me, please.
Did support him becoming president because
don't do this,
it
Erica.
would
I'm about to cuss out. I'm about to crash out, bro.
I'm sorry, Corey called. I had to answer the phone for Corey. No, he didn't know I was live.
This is fucking stupid.
I don't even know what this man's talking about, Hector. Like, what you want me to do with it? Swan, you want to touch it? I don't want to touch it. This is stupid. I don't know what he's even saying. He's just saying words.
You're not trying.
You're saying when you say drain the swamp with the swamp, can you give us an example, like a specific example?
I'm not dropping you. You got to do it yourself.
Trump ran on.
My hands are in peaches. God damn it.
You're stuck. Right?
Say that again.
I wanted Trump to become president so that we could all see that the corruption is on both sides. So that we can really on the main issue. That's gotta make
okay. It makes sense, but it doesn't answer my question, because my question was, can you be more specific? So like, I think we know if we just, I mean, like in certain aspects when it comes to like imperialism, regime change, manufacturing consent, like those are issues, right? But I think, but those are like what internally is happening that that you felt needed to be exposed. I think people were raising red flags before he ran the very first time. Like this is nothing new. We didn't need this to happen in order to expose how corrupt
Their
this.
voice,
Like,
you got to hear me. You got to hear me. Their voice
okay.
obviously wasn't loud enough. He became president.
Shauna, drop me.
Bruh.
Right.
Texas tortured up here. Sorry, go ahead.
I said their voices obviously weren't loud enough for whoever saw it beforehand. It obviously wasn't loud enough because he became president twice.
Okay, but I'm asking you. So what we need is we need to. Sorry, real quick. Yeah, we want to have a discussion with you. Okay.
Yeah,
But
sure.
like, so this is what's happening right now. I'm asking you, what dessert do you like? And you're like, I'm at the dessert store, and there's a counter here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what dessert do you like? Well, I see there's some lights in here. We're at the dessert store. Like, can you give us something? What do you like? Do you like cookies? Do you like pie? What types of pie do you like? You know what I'm saying? Like, can we give us something that we can actually discuss with you?
Okay, got it. Yeah. So I acknowledge the hold that Israel has on the U.S.
Okay, see, now you're giving us something. I like to talk. I'd love to talk about this, but go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, I acknowledge the hold that Israel has on the U.S. Someone, one of those podcasters who was a ex-CIA officer who was in charge of a lot of people, he said that there are two types of secret agents, or two types of CIA agents when we go into another country. There's known agents and there's unknown agents. And he said known agents are those who, like the U.S. government in Israel might say, hey, Israel, this is our person who works for the CIA who's going to be working at the embassy. So everyone knows that they are a CIA agent. Unknown agents are those who the CIA will have no responsibility over if something goes wrong. And they're supposed to be completely secret. He said while he was in the CIA in America, he said there were
Are you afraid to say it with your chest?
Can you just say the words, please? Just say the words, bro. God damn.
Because I agree with you, but I don't think the audience is following you, though. Like, sir, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude, but like, break it down for us, please.
Yeah. So in the U.S., he spoke with a senior CIA agent, and he said there were two known agents, two people from Israel that the government recognized, okay, they are part of Israel's intelligence. There were 158 unknown agents in the country.
There's probably more than that. I'll be honest with you. There's probably more than that. But what is your concern with this being the case?
My concern is that Trump showed us his cards from the very beginning.
No, he didn't.
He was willing to name call. And this, I'm talking going back to the debates. He was willing to name call. He was willing to deflect. He was willing to lie. He was willing to muscle his way in, and he was willing to make deals. And that's the thing. That's his strong suit. Many politicians have admitted that his strong suit is making deals. And He did that all the way up into
$50. Links in the bio. Everything with Erica's name. PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9 at gmail.com and 2 galaxies for Swan. I promise you. All right. Or else your lawsuits for emotional damage will be ignored.
Which
just want to let you know that.
All right. Turn, because we're all seeing it in the light, in clear day.
That's one.
We're
Shout
able
out to you, Miss Valerie.
Back into the middle. And
shout out to Ms. Valerie.
Both the right, many people who are in the moderate right, and people who are in the left come together as a country and hone in on the principles that we actually
I like your name. I love cows, and I want a cow named Moo when I retire.
Because
shout out to you.
Y'all
freaking awesome. We took care of Swan. Awesome.
Who is
Let's
doing
go.
all these crazy things that we would never expect. We can now turn that bell curve
plus my sanity back.
The middle.
I'm a princess.
Does that make sense?
Just say yes. Say no.
It doesn't make nothing that you have said makes sense. We've already known that we've been tied to the I state. That's a bipartisan thing. Like, I don't know what.
So, like, are you trying to say that, like, both the Democratic and the Republican Party, like, participate in imperialism and intervention and support the Israel? Is that basically what it is that you're trying to say?
No. I
don't get it then.
I'm saying that the general American populace, I'll just throw out a number. I'm not sure if this is true. 75% of the general American populace is now clear on what we want when it comes to not only the character, but the basic decency that we want in a president. And they are agreeing now. Because MAGA has been so split, a lot of people who are in MAGA are now agreeing with the Democrats.
I don't think they're agreeing with Democrats. I think they just disagree with Trump. Because, like, they still have their, like, political ideology. Like, that didn't change overnight. But when you, like I looked up a list of things that conservatives who did vote for Trump, but I'm talking, like, diehard conservatives who have always been that way. They are very frustrated with the way that this administration has gone about doing things. I think one example I can give of what I'm saying is, like, for example, when Tom Tillis went off on Kristi Noem, he was very frustrated. Not at like for me personally, I don't think we need borders. I don't, that's just my personal, But Tom Tillis, he went off, but I disagree with how Kristi Noem was handling things, right? He disagreed too. Does that mean we have the same political ideology and now he agrees with me? No. What he agreed on was the fact that was the way that they were going about immigration, right? He was frustrated because there were people that had been pew-pewed by ICE agents, but there was no investigation that was done right away when there should have been. If you have ICE agents and you know that at some point in time they may have to use their pew-pews and you know that they're good, right? Then you need to make sure, right, that you go and investigate right away so that you can clear their names, right? But they didn't do that. He was frustrated at the way that she was distributing FEMA funds. He was very angry. This man and I do not have the same political ideology, but he was saying if we have policy and procedure, then we need to be following the policy and procedure. And she wasn't. She was being careless, right? So MAGA they don't agree with the Democrats, right? They're just disappointed and frustrated with Trump.
Because he's not doing the things that he promised them to do.
I disagree with that, actually.
Why?
Because now there's not been a public forum that has
check your text messages.
Someone who is, ex-MAGA against a Democrat. So I can't reference a debate between ex-MAGA and Democrats, but this is my own perspective. This is, take it or leave it, I guess. But what I see is that what was done in the dark on the right is now being shown in the light. And I see a lot of people moving towards the center. I see MSNBC hosts, even Rachel Maddow, like completely changing her tune. And the thing that we're all crying out for is basic decency. And I've heard that phrase from both the left and the right.
So
basic decency. And so I think we're starting from the bottom, and now we're going to build back up into something that hopefully we can be unified on. Because basic decency is not part of the equation right now. We're lying straight up to the cameras. We're lying.
And Mr. Madison, what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
With Trump.
Okay, a simple wrong would.
Nope. No, absolutely the fuck not. No. 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 Shout out to Nighthawk for the $50. Nighthawk said, I am so sorry. I am sorry for these fucking white people. Hey, you fucking idiots, go to therapy. The white lady said it, y'all. Is this the same person? I hope not. Oh my God.
Call from
Travis.
It's Travis again. No, Travis. No means no. No. Shout out to Nighthawk. Nighthawk said, here, damn. Like, my God. Matter of fact, where has Auntie Bugsby been? I got to reach out to her and make sure she's good. All right. Here, damn made me think of that. Also, Dean sent $3.33. Oh my God, I got a headache. Drop the hearts in the chat for Nighthawk, by the way, y'all. Drop all other hearts in the chat for Nighthawk. Please, let's see 1,000 of those. Good God. Also, Dean sent $3.33 and said, tell this MFer to use the Chewbacca defense somewhere else. Why are you using a Star Wars reference as if I'm going to get it? What do we do? I don't get it. What does that mean? Fudgesicles. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Also, holy shit. Okay. Alrighty then. Also, shout out to Miss Valerie for the $50. Miss Valerie said, for fuck's sakes, please stop this. Miss Valerie put LOL at the end, but she meant that shit. Miss Valerie meant it. She meant it. Good God. And also, I read that from Cassetta earlier. Oh my God, it hurt. It hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. And shout out, I see. Shout out to Swan for the 10. Swan sent 10. Oh, this is from Secretarian. I hope I said that right. Secretron towards the drop goal. Thank you guys very, very much. It hurt, y'all. Can we just talk to somebody like, am I asking for too much? Normal? Can we do that? Can we do that? Please, y'all, drop the hearts in the chat for all of our friends.
SSRI is hitting.
Shut up. All right. And thank you very much to Avis Love God over on the tube for the high five. Right back at you, friend. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. What in the hell is happening here? What is happening? So much is happening. Okay. All right. I did. We're taking an intermission until we get another phone call. So yeah, cool. So let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. All right. Let's make sure that we continue to show love to Swan. Check out the links in her bio, and let's make sure that we do all of the good things while Swan is hanging out with us. Also, let's continue to share and repost the live. And it looks like we're working on butterflies because the sweet flutters to butterflies make me happy. We have 7 of those to go. So let's knock that out. And I know my mod said, let's get the likes up to 500,000. But to be perfectly honest with y'all, let's get them up to 1 million. Haha, you thought I was going to say a lesser number? No, my mom said 500,000. Get them up to 500,000. All right. We are a united front here. No mutiny. All right. All right. We are united around these parts. So let's tap the screen, guys. And thank you all so very much for doing all of the good things. I appreciate each and every last one of you. I also think I missed something at the website too. Did I see something else at the website? Oh, I did. Yay. Awesome. Shout out to Emily for your order over at the ericaeffect.com. All right. I do hope that you enjoy your tea and your Bigly Smarter mug. That mug is 20 ounces. It's huge and I love it. It's an absolutely awesome mug. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so very much for supporting the website. That's ericaeffect.com. I appreciate you, friend. All right. So guys, I won't be on tomorrow as far as I know because I have a lot of stuff to do, but we will be back on Sunday for some fun. And then Monday we'll be back for the a few debates. All right. Along with the celebrity adult spelling bee, which I do have to create an event for. So then my friends don't forget. So there's that part. So yeah. That's what we're going to be doing on Monday. And then, guys, I will see you in June. All right. Because I have a almost 60th birthday to celebrate. Yes. I will be almost 60. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Hey, Auntie Bugsby, thank you for the $2 super chat. Auntie Bugsby said, please drop the chud. Drop the chud. Drop the chud. The kadunka chud? Yes, ma'am. I got rid of him. I did, Auntie. I got rid of them. Drop some hearts in the chat for Auntie Bugsby, y'all. I was thinking about you. I wanted you to know that.
Wild.
What do you say?
They're going wild. 60 what? Your age what? No, wait, they're going wild.
Oh, that tells some people don't be paying attention. I always say my real age, but I'm almost 60. This is what happens when you drink your water and kind of mind your business, because I am kind of nosy. So there's that part. I'm 60 with a 12-year-old. Yeah. I was about to do something for y'all, by the way. I want to show y'all something. What's up, Swan? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I said it's going to hit them.
It's going to hit at some point, right? Some point. Gonna wake up and, it's going to be a wrap. Okay, let me see here. So if you recall, yesterday I did promise y'all some karaoke, right? But we went out. We got there at a reasonable time, in my opinion. The band was still playing, and after the band stopped, they didn't do karaoke, right? So we left at like 11:30, okay? We are women of a certain age, all right? And loud music and, people bumping into you every 2 seconds, it's just not the move, all right? I had sleep to catch up on, okay? There's that. So with that being said, I'll present to you this karaoke. Hey, don't do that. How did I get back there? I present to you this karaoke that I did a few years ago. I think it was either 21 or 22, maybe 21. No, it's 22. It's one of those years. I don't know, but I was back home, all right, at my one of my aunt's favorite places to go, Mary Helen's, which is a pretty nice bar. Shout out to those owners. They're pretty cool. But yeah, so I was there and I sang Monica's song. And let's just say, don't get your hopes up. Just want to let you know that, all right? Either laugh with me or at me. Choose the first one. Find you something safe to do. Okay, hold on, I gotta do it right here. Hold on one moment. Ooh, I don't want to hear this. Step right on in and didn't notice how deep I went from the ground to the top of the cloud. I tried. I'm sensitive about my shit. I fucked it up right here, and I was like, I'm done. That's it. Okay, I'm finished. That's all you get. That's it. I'm done. I'm finished. I don't want to show anymore.
That was not bad.
I've been practicing ever since, but oh, Swan, you missed it earlier, the other one. I gotta take it off, but you weren't here for this one. Me and my friends last night. That was fun because they didn't do it. So parking lot concert. I'll just play the sound. Wait, I can show this one. Okay. There we go. I'll show it again.
Yes, honey, sing it. Sing it. Lord, not a duet. Come on, high note. When you are weak, I will be strong. Helping you to carry on. Follow me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Tori.
Call on me. Oh no, what's wrong?
Okay, all right. And you see my friend right there? All right, the one that's recording, like she's almost 75. And then this friend right here, would you believe it that she's almost 55? Crazy, right? Black don't crack unless you smoke it.
Period. WW. Listen, y'all heard my snoring, okay? My singing is worse than my snoring, all right?
Swan, please.
The worst. It is worse than my snoring.
No, that was not sober. No, of course that wasn't sober. That was like after one of those drinks that you get at Fat Tuesdays. That's what that was. One of those drinks that you get at Fat Tuesdays with the extra shot. So that is fun. All right. Anywho, Trump supporters, go ahead and request up. So many people were calling while that lady was on the phone, and then they're not calling anymore. So here's your chance, Trump supporters, especially those on the tube. If you are a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. Get in the box. You are the demographic of people we like to speak with. All right. With that being said, if you're over in the tube, you can call the number on your screen, which is 720-295-4868. Again, that is 720-295-4868. All right, some news out of Washington is pretty much that, you know what? We fucking up. Our foreign policy, especially over there in the Middle East, it's not going too well, guys. It is not going well at all for the Trump administration. And you know what? Who would have thunk it, right? Who would have thunk it? The U.S., we're actually running low on our own munitions because we've been supplying so much to Israel. Think about that for a moment. We're giving them so much, and we got nothing. Marcus. Hi, Marcus. Are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
34.
34? Okay. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Why are you not supporting the greatest president that ever been in office?
Call from.
Hi, caller. Hold, please. Oh,
Why are you not supporting the greatest president that ever lived?
I think I did ask you a question, though. Are you able to articulate why you're still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, because he's doing everything this country needs. Do you have any kids? Do you have any boys? Do you have any boys?
What is it
I'm
that
going to explain this to
country
you.
needs?
Do you have any boys?
I don't see
Let's
the
refrain
relevancy
from
of that
asking
question.
people about their children.
Excuse me?
That is
Yeah.
odd.
Do you have
Let's not
any
do
kids?
that.
Yes or no?
I think that that's unnecessary. So my question for you
I
is,
think it's necessary
why
that if you
is
have
that?
kids, you
What
would
is it that
understand
he's
this.
doing? What is it that he's doing?
What is he not doing? If you're a Democrat, you're
Oh my
losing your
God.
mind. The
Oh
Democrat
my
is a
God.
flame party. What he's doing.
Shut up. What are we doing here? Where do these people come from? These people aren't real. And I refuse to raise my cortisol levels. That's just nuts. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like, this dude is just incorrigible and just extremely rude and disrespectful for no reason whatsoever. I just don't have the patience for it. I don't. Swan, do you want to do it? I don't want to do it. I'll be honest. How am I supposed to engage in this conversation?
I thought that this was blackface.
No, it's real.
But
This
it's
is a
not.
black person.
Oh man, I think your chat will cancel me if I say I want to do this.
They won't cancel you. Matter of fact, we will have to make sure that they take care of you. Okay? So I'm
Marcus,
I'm gonna set some ground rules first. All right, chat, I'm setting some ground rules. Take care of Swan while she engages in this, all right? All right. Show Swan that you want her to be here. Okay. Take care of her. Also, check out the links in her bio. All right. Oh, he ran. Look at him. They can't stand to see a black woman get
The word
paid.
skedaddle. You know the word skedaddle? It means skedaddle. Somebody said skedaddle.
I'm glad that person hung up. The person on the phone, guys, was that lady that called earlier. Not the one that was talking in circles, but the one who wouldn't let me finish a sentence. That one. W's chat. Exactly. What was that? Seriously, like when it comes to the black folk that join, all I have to do is put a price on their head and then they'll leave. It's that easy. It's that easy. Either make some money, like, hey, chat, show some love. They don't like happiness. I just want to let you all know that. They don't. MAGA is losing, but I don't agree with that other caller, the guy that was talking. I don't know if it was in circles or not, but he was definitely talking. I don't agree with him that Trump supporters are now identifying with Democrats. All right, they're simply not doing that. So there's that part. All right, people are requesting and then not loading. I don't know what that's about. So what I would say is let's keep tapping the screen, sharing and reposting the live. And if you are a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. You're the demographic of people we like to have a conversation with, but please know what a conversation is. Yeah, like know that it means it's a back and forth. Like when someone asks you a question, you answer the question. You don't just ask a question. That's weird. That's not how conversations work. We're not getting anywhere. Also, additionally, another thing is chat, especially over here on the TikToks. Let's make sure we put our hashtags. All right, what is your favorite hashtag? I won't say mine today. I'll just put it in the chat. But you tell me what your favorite hashtag is. Oh, Swan, I know you can hear me, but Swan, you missed it. A guy called in and was trying to justify the slush fund, the anti-weaponization fund, by saying that it's on both sides that weaponization has happened, right? And I'm like, no, it didn't. All right, because he agreed that like Letitia James, James Comey, and also Jerome Powell, people like that should be able to file a claim against it and be paid out from it, right? Hey, Joey. But he refused to just say that like it was the Trump administration, because you can't point to weaponization, all right, on the Biden side. Like I'm racking my brain trying to find when they weaponized the Department of Justice to go after an enemy or a perceived enemy. And I can't think of an instance. So there's that.
I can't think of any either.
I can't. And also another thing, people like to talk about the what Obama did in regards to the far right groups and having the IRS investigate them. Is not as they actually perceive it to be, or how they tell the story. I want to see this here, because I don't think that's what even happened. Trump supporters request up. You're the demographic of people I want to talk to. When is Hector going live? Yeah. Okay, honest moment. I'm going to be turning 40. Who in here is 40 years old? Who's 40? Any 40-year-olds in here? Joy, please. Please. Okay, so like when you turn 40, right? Did you like, at least by like 38, did you have the sense of like, I don't care? Like, ooh, I got to start living life? Like any of that? Yep. Okay. Cool.
Hello, ladies.
Hey,
well,
Ren.
I'm 38, and it's a weird age. I do have less fucks to give, though. I'm not gonna hold you.
Same.
But but it's like, okay, I don't want to like veer off, but are you feeling any kind of ways about being like in your 30s? Like,
no, I don't care. I'm excited to be 40.
No, I mean, I know that. This is a good thing I'm talking about, like schmexually. Do you feel?
You mean the prime?
Oh my God, it's like intensified.
Oh, I don't talk about that stuff. I'm a virgin.
Oh, okay, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I have my son immaculately.
Thank you. Same.
Hey, Ren, how are you?
Same.
Hi. How y'all been?
I've been talking to Trump supporters.
They're dumb. So there's that.
They're not smart people, friend. They're not smart.
I get scared. I get scared that they can vote. I think we should have a literacy test. It's
You know
just
how
fair
hard they
to-
will weaponize that against black folks?
What they did to us in Jim Crow, we should do that to them now.
We would, okay. We can try. Let me know. Just let me know how, and then we'll have to go from there. How we gonna make that happen? Don't tell me here. Like, send a message or something. Right? Can't be letting them know all the secrets.
I'll figure it out. But I just want to come up real quick and say hi to you beautiful ladies.
Hey, Ren.
And give them hell. Give them hell, girls.
We trying to. How long? I've been on for 2 hours. I was trying to go for 3, but they aren't out there. I might just go MAGA hunting. I don't know.
That's what I do. Yeah, come back hunting.
Yeah,
I
why
love
not? Shit.
I love it. And I just want to let you know that I learned so much from you and Swan and the rest of everybody else.
Thank you.
I literally came onto this app with no knowledge of politics at all. Like, that was not my thing. I didn't want to talk about it. Like, get out my face with that shit. And now I have learned so much. Like, I immerse myself into learning more and more every day, and I get so much from you guys all the time. And it is rewarding for those who listen, and for those who are idiots. They can listen, but they definitely won't be learning because they're stupid. But I learned, and I'm learning. So I thank you guys, seriously.
I appreciate that. I do. I learned so much from Swan, like, all the damn time, and
She's so fucking
so
smart.
many
It's
people.
unreal.
Yep.
She's so smart. It makes
Listen,
you
I
like so
learned
happy.
from y'all as well. Ren, you do not back down, and I love that. You don't back down for anybody.
And you be going in the trenches too.
Oh,
For
I'm by
real,
myself.
you go into them spaces where I could not.
I go there by myself, and I mean, it's 8 against 1, and I mean, that's what I like. I like to go and shut they shit down, because what you're not about to do is be derogatory against black people, black women, black men, black anybody. Like, I'm not going, and it be mostly black people, black conservatives, and that's what people say. Yeah, they get. I think it has to be either they're making money, or they're just was raised improperly. Like, they just don't have guidance. Because I don't know anybody that could. I look in the mirror and I love every bit of what I am, every bit. Like, I don't get how you could hate yourself so much that you would allow racists on your panel to be racist. And you agreed.
That part.
Like, I don't get
that
it.
part.
Yeah.
That part.
It freaks me out.
They be allowing, literally, let the white people say anything, and I'm like,
anything.
Yeah.
We're not clocking that. And then when one of us clocks it and says something, we the bad guys.
We the bad guy. Yeah, we the bad guy. And they hate to see me coming. They really do. They be like, oh, here come racist Ren. I'm like, a racist calling me racist. They call me racist Ren. I'm like, well, call me what you want.
It's just
I
the
can't be
worst.
racist.
Thanks, Juan. It is. It's
Can I
really
ask
the
y'all-
worst.
Can I ask y'all a question? So when people say that black people are racist, right? Like, what is a good, because I be saying stuff, but I don't feel like it would be registering the way I want it to. Because I'm used to just cursing them out. But what would you say to somebody? Like, let's pretend I say, oh, black people can be racist. Like, what would you say?
I use something that I heard from Swan, and I'm not gonna name drop because when I do, people start telling me to say other names, so I'm just gonna use Swan. But I've heard this from Swan before. I would say how has calling a white person the C word impacted the material conditions of their lives?
I use that one too, and
they can't answer,
literally
though.
they can't answer. Then they deflect to well, you guys can be racist because blah 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 blah. We all have the same opportunities, and you can do anything I can do. That's their go-to, and so then it derails the conversation because they can't tell me. Because I'll usually say
that's the point, though. That's the whole point is because they can't answer it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could say,
absolutely.
how does a black person know a white person is white in the first place? Because of a
Boom.
framework that was created by white
That's
people.
a good
Like,
one. That's a
you're
good
gonna
one.
have a
I swear,
That's
right?
like for me, whenever we talk about it, because I'm like, okay, if white, so plus like then you can
Let me
go
write
into
this
like
shit
if they try to
down.
combat you, you can go into asking them, well, define white then, define the whiteness. What is whiteness?
What
It's
is
literally a
whiteness?
social class, right? That was
Mhm.
created to for a specific group, right? And this group has a monopoly on violence, control of resources globally, and they receive unearned privileges, right? Now, what other group is doing that to them? You know what I mean? Like that's
That's
the
what
whole
I said.
purpose of whiteness. And you
And I like
can't
to
harm
use
people and not expect a reaction either. I think that's like one good thing,
idiotic.
or I guess a way that you could explain it, well, if you're talking to a white person, right? Like you could kind of do parallels
Why
between
is
this
somebody
and
coming through the racism?
oh, my bad.
It's okay, Swan.
Call from
Travis.
No,
Yet
Travis.
again.
to accept.
No, Travis. No.
You tried it.
Did somebody just call you? How do they
Yeah.
call you?
Yeah, it's a Google Voice number. No, Travis. No.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You
that's
could
really
you
cool.
could tell them like with capitalism, because I understand money, right? So say like during the Great Depression, you had people that were very upset because they couldn't afford to live, right? You can't just, or like any labor revolution, or like I guess like labor pushback from laborers here in the United States, you can use an example, right? If you have workers that are being exploited, do you think they're just going to sit there and take it? No, they're not. If they're fighting to no longer be exploited, if they're pushing back against the entity that's exploiting them, that's not them perpetuating the same harm. That's them responding to the harm, if that makes, you get what I'm saying? Sometimes if you do parallels, that kind of helps too.
And I say that I
White
say you
people,
just say what
white people smell like Lunchables.
which kind of ham and cheese or
Bruh, chill. God, jeez, Louise.
he said like Lunchables. Hey, that was funny though.
That's a good
I
one
usually
to
say
ask to Swan.
what Liv used to say. He said, "Can a white person, or he said, can a rich person oppress a poor? Wait, can a poor person oppress a rich person?"
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah,
but
because they
that's kind
understand
of
money.
finicky because you can't oppress in different ways. But then he also said, "Can a slave
Just say on the basis of finances, like can I financially oppress a wealthy person? I can't do it
No.
because I'm poor. I don't have the means to do it.
Then he said also, could a slave be racist to their slave owner? And I tell you, people that he asked that to be jumping through hoops to say yes. And I'm like, now you know you lying. Now you know that's not true. It's like, why do we have to fight so hard to not teach them, but to tell, like, arguing with people who absolutely know what we're talking about, who absolutely
they don't care.
They don't care. They have the biggest, like, well, you can do anything I can do. What can you do? And it's like, I didn't say I couldn't do what you could do. I mean, I didn't say I couldn't do what you could do. I'm saying is that you don't have the same hurdles in front of you. You don't have to keep jumping every time you get somewhere. You got to keep on jumping and keep on jumping. And if this wasn't a racist country, then why are we always subjected to racist as policies that this orange dude is trying to implement? Like, it's like they just do it to our faces, and then white people are backing it like, oh, that's not happening. It's just fair. That's all it is. It's fair. Nothing in this country has ever been fair. And that's even for the white people. And they don't even get it.
That part.
Yeah, that's the wildest part.
That part. So I'm just gonna say
Capitalism.
this. I'm gonna say this once. It's a lot of people yapping in the comment section over on the tube. So I'm just gonna read this verbatim because I know you all can't read. Maggots and haters, let's not cry in the comments. Call in and say it with your chest. Yes. Do that. The number's on your screen. The number is 720-2. What is the number? I ain't got my contacts on. Oh, it's right there. 720-295-4868. Again, it's 720-295-4868. All right, YouTubers, it's not hard. Call in. Have a conversation. Prove me wrong about something.
How do you give a number? I don't see no number.
I'm on YouTube.
Am I tripping?
Yes.
Oh, okay, your YouTube. I'm gonna follow your YouTube channel. Actually, do you have one too, Swan?
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna follow all your socials.
Appreciate
I be learning.
I do, but I didn't post anything on it yet.
I'm on
but
YouTube.
be on the
And
lookout.
I'm on a boat on YouTube. Don't ask what
I'm gonna have to like friendly bully. I think that's a thing. Friendly bully Swan into setting up studio. Just ask her.
Listen.
every day,
As a matter
you
of
set up
fact,
studio. You set up studio, Swan.
y'all see who just came into the chat?
Who?
Is that a television? It looks like a television with a. Is that a skull on the television?
Oh, is it a guy, Solidicious?
Yeah, you know that guy that
I know
makes
that guy.
videos.
Solidicious. Yeah, that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's
The
pretty
one with the
cool.
mic.
I'm
Yes.
gonna see if he'll come up. He probably at work. He's a
He
man
wears
with a
ball green.
microphone. He's a man with a microphone that we will allow to have a microphone.
You know what? That ate. I agree with that.
Yep. That's who
Swan,
that
I met
is.
you like 5 years ago on this app, like when you first started on TikTok, and you come such a long way. And I used to go live until I got like banned, and I was like, I ain't going live no more. But I used to go live. Yeah, I'm gonna start going live again. I just feel like I'd be so bored, and I just want to like go like stalk other people, not stalk, but like go cuss people out on other panels. So I'm like, but I can't leave this live because I'm hosting it. So I'm just like, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I like coming to others'
Try
lives.
it.
Like,
see what happens.
I just cannot. People really irk me. Like, I like to just go to other people's panels because I like to have opposition. I like ops. I like to argue and be right and have to be wrong all the time. I have a problem.
Fran, we're gonna get you some help, okay, Fran? We're gonna get you
It's
some
like a
help.
drug, I swear. I'm like, oh my God, I'm paying for it. I literally wake up ready to cuss people. I'm like, I gotta stop.
You gotta take like the first 45 minutes of your day to not engage.
Oh yeah, I do. I
It
take a
can
little
be
bit.
addicting.
Oh, it's so addicting. Like if I'm not, oh my God, I need to just like see what's going on.
Ooh. Oh, y'all. I'm going to say like some thank yous because we got some orders over on the website. And then it just occurred to me that like Trump supporters are scared. They're scared. That means, guess what that means? All right, chat. If you know what that means, just like drop it in the chat for me. All right. While I say these thank yous, shout out to, hey, Dean, thank you so much for your order over on the Erica Effect. I hope you like your bruh hat. Shout out to Dean, y'all. Drop those hearts in the chat. All right. Also, thank you very, very much. I didn't mean to do that. God dang it, I can't see with or without the contacts. Good grief. All right. Thank you so much to Carrie. Carrie, thank you for purchasing. You bought a hat. You bought a hat and it's in black. All right. I'm not sure what hat it is though, but thank you for purchasing the hat. It's either hate makes you stupid or it is, it's the fuck are we doing here cap? Oh my God. So awesome. Just in case, if you haven't seen it, you should see it. It's like my favorite hat. It's so freaking awesome. All right. This hat right here. She got this one in black.
You got hat?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting it.
Y'all aren't tapping. I'm sorry, Ren. These people playing in my face. It's rude. But yeah, I have hats. So the fuck are we doing here? I say that a lot. It's a lot. It's your favorite one? Gooch, you have the OG one before I redesigned it, right? So yeah, you have the OG one, Gooch.
The one you're wearing.
The bruh cap? This is the bruh cap. Bruh.
The camo now.
Bruh. Shop. Let me see. And I want someone to buy this shirt though. I want Matt to buy this shirt. I'm going to tell him when the GOP is in town, Grinder is down.
Ooh, that's good.
I say that a lot too. Ridiculous persons. Because it's true. Fun story. My mom came over today because she took Bubba to brunch. And she came over and she had her do all the good things shirt on. And I did ask her, I said, did you check the website and see like the new stuff that I put up there? She said, no, I haven't checked it yet. And so I opened up the website on her phone and I was showing her and I showed her this shirt and she said, what does that say, Sean? And I said, when the GOP is in town, Grinder is down. She said, what's Grinder? And then I told her what Grindr was. And she said, oh, because my mom's really religious, but she's not like hateful. She was like, oh, okay. So it was funny. She was like, what's Grindr? She didn't know. She wasn't ready. But yes, But yes, what's this? Mr. Melvin, let me see. Mr. Melvin sent a $5 super chat and said Juneteenth is coming. Let him know. All right, will do. I can do that for you, Mr. Melvin. I can do that for you. But yeah, so here we are. Here we are. Someone has to buy this shirt. I already have it. I think I have it in gray. I have it in gray or black, but someone has to buy this shirt. But here's the bruh cap for you. It comes in a bunch of different colors.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that. I'm on your website. I don't know why it's not opening it.
If you got it through the YouTube, you got to open it up like in your regular browser.
Okay.
But yeah, the bruh cap.
Okay, I got you.
I like the bruh cap. But yeah. Yes. When the GOP's in town, grinders down. But guess what, guys? So since no Trump supporters are requesting up and they're not calling in, because we are not talking to Travis again. I refuse. All right. I want those minutes back. Okay. And I will not allow him to take any more from us. All right. I will not allow him to do that. Now, with that being said, it's time for a song. So let me drink some cut water because, you know, it's water. All right. That was fantastic. God damn it.
Call from.
This is Maurice.
Maurice, why you hang up the phone? See, I'm still the champion. I got to get the lyrics. Okay. I'll look and see. Okay. Swan sent me a video though first. What's the video, Swan?
Goodness, I don't know what's going on. Like I had to cough or something. So I sent it to both of your accounts, your main and your backup. It's Deontay Kyle. I feel like it's kind of a good way to explain what is happening with people and why they respond the way that they do in these conversations. Like if they're on the opposing side, if that makes sense. It was like his perspective was, he put it in an interesting way.
I like him. So let me copy this here and see if it'll let me open it up over here. Oh, well, I can just look at Deontay Kyle. Okay. Is this something that he posted recently?
Yes, I can go check to see how long ago he posted it.
Why is this taking forever to load? I think I might have too many windows open. So it's doing too much right now. Okay. Exit out of all of this jazz. Okay. And let's see. Deontay Kyle.
He posted it one day ago. It's the fifth post from the most recent, and then it says, the attack on the free press.
Is it this one? It can't be the one where the kids are talking. I found it. It's right here. Okay, give me a second. Okay, and it should be on the thingy though. No, it's not on the thingy. Apply. Okay. There we go. And play.
Journalists, this is why they don't like journalism. Journalists, they investigate power. How many things have been uncovered through just true blue, honest, roll up your sleeves journalism? A lot. Journalism is a big part of the First Amendment because it's the freedom of press. It's hard to have a freedom of press and a freedom of speech in a culture run by fanatics. Because the truth is not going to set these niggas free. It's activated standhood. Activate the stand, suspend rationale, suspend logic. It's not necessarily meant to be rational. It's meant to hack the innate instinct to be tribal. Now, only difference between that is, see, the tribalism comes from centuries of genetic information of living off the land with finite resources. You are no longer living off the land. You are no longer living with finite resources. But at a cellular level, they're hacking into you to make you feel like you are. The people in power are using psychological tactics to hack your biological instincts. This is where the fanatic comes in. See, this is the thing. Can't get left by the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
You get left by the tribe, you get ostracized. The lone wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit sound good in a story, in an allegory, in a fable. Sound good to be the lone wolf. But when you come up in a communal aspect where everybody's taking care of everybody, and the only thing you got to do is play a role, the thing that'll get you ostracized is questioning the authority of the village. You start questioning the chief. Your ass might get ostracized. Now, there seems to be some traits about the people on the right. And this is what I mean about the tribe, and this is what I mean being hacked on a cellular level and hacking your biological instincts. It seems like the people who are on the right seem to be highly in favor of gambling.
Okay.
Investment. This is all the same. The obsession with wealth, the obsession with billionaires, the grace they give billionaires, the praise they give billionaires, but also the hustle mentality, the capitalist mentality, the gambling. Something about that chance.
It's a thrill.
That one in however many chance to be the thing I worship.
Caller, hold please.
This is why they don't like journalism. Journalists, they investigate
caller?
power. How many things have been
Yes, how you
uncovered
doing?
through
Hi,
just
hold please. Thank
true
you.
blue, honest, roll up your sleeves journalism?
A lot.
Journalism is a big part of the First Amendment because it's the freedom of press. It's hard to have a freedom of press and a freedom of speech in a culture run by fanatics. Because the
Did we
truth
start over?
is
We
not
did.
going to
I'm
set.
sorry. Well, listen. Want to listen to it
Yeah,
again?
no, okay.
Okay, but no, that is very, very fucking true. That is very, very true. We can't have a freedom of press. Like, I mean, look what they. Come on, 1930s, like 1940s. We know what they did when they started to control the press because they get out what it is that they want to get out, what they want you to actually know. In a sense, stuff that is promoting them. Where, like right now, what we have in the United States of America, I would never say that our press has always been 100% honest, but we've been able to get, a story about the same thing from one side and for another, and then one that may be in the center or unbiased. Now, all we're seeing is that he's really just trying to have state-run media, and people are falling for it because people aren't even doing their research as we once did. Like, motherfuckers do not want to critically think. They don't like thinking.
Yeah.
That shit is aggravating.
That was going to be the example I was going to give to the woman earlier, is that so many people keep thinking that Trump gave to HBCUs, but what he did was he renewed the funding. So it wasn't like he added additional funding, right? But if you go to the website, the whitehouse.gov, they'll explain it to you as if he, let me see, is that on this one?
It makes it sound like
President
he did something
Trump,
unprecedented.
made a commitment of 255. Yeah, well, it'll say, well, technically, yeah, because he kind of like, so he renewed it. So like, if you go to the website, whitehouse.gov, you're going to get an explanation to where it's explaining it to you as if he did this like incredible thing. But if you go to like PolitiFact or like something else, they'll explain it in a way where it's like, yeah, the Trump administration did provide the funding through pieces of legislation and executive orders. Through the scope of his claims regarding how much of it was new or saved, though, is highly debated, right?
That part.
So if you read deeper into it and you truly understand what actions were taken, then you would realize and that he did not actually like give extra. What he did was he just renewed the funding. And that also, the Future Act wasn't something that he created himself. It was something he signed off on, right? So if you're getting that amount of information, that changes the context. That's what I was going to explain to that one lady earlier, because I'm like, you can't just go read one article about something and think that that's going to give you all you need to know. You got to check a couple sources, like you have to. But people, they don't know how to do their research and stuff. So
They don't. I have a funny story to share, but I'll do it after this phone call. All right, guys, let's keep the good times rolling. Randy, feel free to hang out if you want to. The caller can hear you and you can hear the caller. So if you want to talk to him, just let me know and then we just go from there. But guys, make sure we do all the good things. Take care of Swan and Ren while they are here. All right. Our labor ain't free. I just want to let y'all know that. Okay. Do all the good things for them. All right. Don't embarrass me in front of new people. Okay. Don't do it. Now, with that being said, keep tapping that screen, sharing the live. And thank you so very much for hanging out with us while you type that nice, nasty email to your boss or to Linda in accounting because she a bitch. All right. Tap the screen, y'all. All right. Hi, Maurice. Thank you for holding. All right. Hi. Why are you still supporting Trump, sir?
Whoa, no, I didn't call to say that.
Holy shit. I don't remember asking you a question. I'm sorry. You're not a Trump supporter? I forgot.
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Okay. What's up? What's going on?
Look, I noticed up there on the top it says, why are you still supporting Trump? Mainly, I don't support Trump because of the way that he is. My family has a history of, my grandfather was a Tuskegee Airman.
Oh, awesome.
And my mother was in Selma. My mother was born in 1939, and my grandfather used to tell me that it's like a mind trick, or they will beat them into thinking that they have it better than anywhere else. If they go to like another plantation, they won't have it as good as they do there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what they did with Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? They brainwashed her, and now she wants to be black again. No, it don't work that way. Stay on over there with them. And I noticed that they said the word, you said the C word, cracker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think that's something that they came up with just to get under their skin, like they get under our skin with the N word. But the way I see it, if you let the N word bother you, I mean, it's just a word.
Well, it's a word that is pretty violent in it. I don't think that. I think that black people can be bothered by it when it's used by white people in a pejorative way. So I do think that we can be bothered by it because of the history behind that word. So the context does, in fact, matter. But I do agree with you that the word cracker actually, I think if you did say this, but you can correct me, the word cracker was, in fact, created by them for the crack of the whip. It was for the overseer. All right, the Irish overseers, because they typically were the ones that did that job. So that's what that was for. And so that word has never systematically oppressed white people. And so it's pretty much just them using it in a way to kind of and Swan just told me in the chat, it's also a classist term. All right.
So I grew up in Oklahoma, so we heard that a lot. And, you know, when I was young, as soon as I heard it, I was fighting. I mean, I was throwing chairs in classrooms and everything.
Fair enough.
But my grandfather, he said when he went overseas and they escorted the bombers over there, he said overseas, they seen them as an equal. But when they came back to the United States, that's all they heard was the N-word this, the N-word that.
Yep.
He said it's amazing how we get treated better overseas than we do in our own country. And I mean, I had to grow up to not let it bother me so much. Oh, it still stings. Don't get me wrong. It's the thing is, it's like I hear these kids, like the white kids and the, other ethnicities, as you might say that word, and I just look at them. I'm like, what right do you have to say that? Just because you hear it on a rap video or a rap song? I mean, I don't think you have the right to say that.
I don't think they have the right to say it either. Really, to be honest, I'm trying to think of like the best way to put this. I don't know. It's a lot of people who believe that we're growing up in a raceless society, but that just simply isn't a thing. And they're trying to say, oh, it's just a word, when it's not just a word. That's the thing.
No, it's not.
It's not. I think we'd be honest about the history of the N-word and how it was used against us, then maybe, just maybe, we could get the younger people to actually understand the severity of that word coming from the lips of, a white person. But until then,
I start tour buses, and I hear a lot of artists saying that, and I tell them, I'm like, do you even know the meaning of that while you're saying it? And I've gotten in trouble before by management, hey, you don't talk to our artists like that. And I said, no, I'm just trying to ask them, what does it mean? Give me a history of it.
My whole thing is like, when we use it, I don't care if black people use it. Like, black people can use it. Like, we use that word all we want to. That's reclamation. All right. Like, that's a choice. You can choose to use the word or not. That's up to you. All right. I have really no thoughts about that part. I have thoughts about when people who aren't black use the word. Like Swan, Ren, did you all want to say anything? No.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Ren.
Yeah, that's kind of what I be questioning a lot too. Is like, why would they ever just chop it down to, it's just a word, it's just a word, when our ancestors were literally unalived, hearing that's the last thing that they heard. I mean, it's kind of like they're getting more and more unaware of their own depravity, if so to speak. Like they are so unaware. Yep. Like they're so tone deaf, and just it's like, if it happens to black people, it's not that bad. But it's like, but then they complain when we complain. It's like, you guys are literally that older lady that just was unalived. They're trying to justify that.
Oh, the lady in the Tim Hortons? Oh,
yes.
Gosh. I saw that video. That was so angering. That was so fucking angering. That was so awful. Have you seen that, Swan?
I have not. I'll have to check it out.
They brought the 75-year-old lady, and she unalived right there in the Tim Hortons on the ground.
And they had the audacity to say that the assault wasn't the cause of death. They just said it was a contributing factor.
That's why. That's
also,
the same
there
thing.
was the little autistic boy that I just read about, a video about on Instagram. His mom put a camera in his, like a head camera thing in there, because like for some reason mother's intuition, she felt like something was off, and they were berating, calling him the N-word, like hitting him, all types of stuff. Yes.
At school? What? Where is this
at school? This is let me find that real quick. Hold on.
I'm sorry, caller. What are you saying, Mr. Maurice?
Yes, the little boy that had the camera in his hair.
Oh my gosh.
He was nonverbal as well.
Yes,
and his mom felt something was wrong. Yes,
but
it was hard
about
to
the older lady. Where was that at? I've been on tour, so I haven't been able to pay attention to much.
Hold on, let me see. Let me find the.
The woman was in Indiana, Fort Wayne, Indiana, was where the woman was. Yeah, she just literally went inside of the Tim Hortons in order to, because they got her order wrong or something like that, and she went inside to say something, and all hell just broke loose. Absolutely awful.
This was in Louisville, Kentucky. It's a mother secretly says she hid a camera in her nonverbal son's hair, and it's a disturbing video. Like it's hard to watch. I get chills just thinking about it.
I'm not watching that. I don't feel like doing trauma right now. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's trauma. It's trauma for sure. So if you want to look at it some other time, it's trauma.
I can't. But Mr. Maurice, thank you so much for calling in. Swan, did you have a question for him, or you had something else?
Oh, I just want to say one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about the N-word, so like research by psychologists and mental health organizations has confirmed that the N-word has severe lasting psychological impacts on Black people. It's not just considered a word, but it's a violent linguistic weapon tied to systemic oppression, dehumanization, and generational trauma. Causes racial trauma and PTSD, so you can end up having symptoms, right? If you're exposed to the slur, it can trigger racial trauma, a form of race-based stress that mirrors symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. It functions as a constant reminder of the historical violence used against Black people, causes hypervigilance and physiological stress. So being subjected to it can throw your body into a threat response system that gets activated. The sustained hypervigilance can lead to dangerous chronic health conditions, including severe anxiety, prolonged stress, and even cardiovascular issues. Stereotype threat. This induces severe apprehension and anxiety. People internalize these negative stereotypes. Institutional alienation. It creates immediate feelings of helplessness, worthlessness, and anger. And community condemnation. The impact is so profound that organizations like the American The Association of Black Psychologists have issued formal position papers categorizing the word as psychic terrorism that demands immediate denouncement and ongoing clinical care. I just want to make sure that people understand, right? If that word is coming from a non-Black person to a Black person, it is going to feel harmful. This is why linguistic reclamation is therapeutic for the oppressed, right? Because you get to take a word that will cause you, right, to feel stressed psychologically and physically, but you get to take control of that word and use it amongst each other. So a lot of people try to shame linguistic reclamation, but that's so important and it's therapeutic, and people need to understand the harm associated with that word. It's very deep rooted, and it is something that should be taken serious.
You all have a blessed day.
You too, Mr. Maurice. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
No truer words. Shit. No notes. It's very true. And that's why I don't think that if you're not Black, you should not be using that word. It's not okay. Not okay. But yeah.
It's one word, like one word out of like millions. You can't refrain from one word. I mean, come on.
I don't understand that part. I don't understand. I was going to sing I am the champion, because no Trump supporters are calling. Did you see Ice Go Pro was here? He left because he wasn't getting any attention. But Ice Go Pro was here. Yeah. Ice Go Pro. All right. He was coming to tell us about Memphis. You know, one thing I cannot stand? I cannot stand when like they can't have a broader conversation where they can only focus on like their local politics, and it's kind of like, bro, we're talking about nationally, and sometimes we're even talking about geopolitically, so the world globally. Okay, all right. I don't live in Memphis, so I can't tell you everything, the ins and outs of what's going on in Memphis. All right, that's like someone getting up here and trying to tell me about what's going on in Helena, Montana. Thank you for sharing. How does this impact us on a macro level? Because I can't do much about just Memphis other than just telling you to look at the policies that the people running in Memphis, they have, and then go from there and vote for what you feel is in your best interest. Also, why do people keep thinking that politicians are going to be perfect? Why is that?
That part. We got to stop idolizing them. Criticize them all, even if you like them.
That part.
Criticize them.
That part. I will criticize the hell out of Obama. The hell. I voted for him. All right. And you know what, Swan, was crazy is that I didn't know then what I knew now. Like what I know now. All right. And shit. That's why I say is like no party does foreign policy better. There's no such thing as soft imperialism. It's all imperialism. Some people would say like, well, the Democrats fund USAID. Man, they use USAID to blackmail people. I appreciate USAID because it does help. However, all right, it's used basically as as extortion almost. Is this a Black person on the panel?
Erica, yeah, I'm a Black person.
Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not a Trump supporter.
Okay, I'll be nice to you then. All right. Long Locks Handyman. That's a long name. Call you Long. Long, what's up?
No, I didn't even know I was going to get on here. That's my bad. I love listening.
You didn't come prepared?
No. I mean, I love listening to you live. Like, you know, Donald Trump is, you know, I'm prior military, so everything that he's doing right now is just, you know, it frustrates me because I have brothers and sisters that are currently serving in the military, whether they're blocking the Suez and he's putting our people in harm's way, and it's infuriating because, you know, like, why are we doing this? Because at the end of the day, these people are going to have nuclear weapons. But, you know, you say you're coming out here and you're busting these things. But when I was serving in the military, we were doing these things. And, you know, we said, oh, well, we got Osama bin Laden, we got these things, and we weren't getting these things, and here you are, and you're taking taxpayers' dollars and you're funding this military thing, but then you're also putting our people in harm's way. So how can you say that you are for the people when you are clearly putting our people in harm's way for the simple fact of excuse me.
Okay.
What the young
Was that
people
a
say is
sneeze?
no, I was coughing.
Okay, I
What the
wanted to
young
make
people,
sure. Okay.
that is exactly what you're doing. I know Trump supporters won't come up on your platform because you really fried them every single time they come up. They have nothing to say. They have nothing to debate. They have nothing to, counteract what you're saying because nobody should be supporting him in this realm right
No
now
one.
because he's not doing anything to promote and do anything for the culture of the USA and even black people. Like, I get ashamed so much when black people come up to this panel and they fight for what he's doing, but he's doing absolutely nothing for us.
No, and he's absolutely, no, he's not. No, you tell the truth. I mean, that's nothing that any of us, like, you know what I mean? We haven't said it, like, we know these things. And the crazy part about it is that what bothers me is not being able to understand why they don't. And I know it has to be something psychologically. So something's going on in their brain, and I cannot figure the fudge out. I was once thinking that it was like the sunk cost fallacy, right? So they put so much into Donald Trump and have made him so much as a part of their personality that they can no longer separate themselves from it, and they have to see it through. Like, got to see it through, my boy. It's something deeper than that. It has to be, because this is. Who the hell is happy right now? Like, the only people that are happy are like the cruel people and the super rich. That's it. Who the fuck is happy?
And so for my job, like, you see, I'm locked handyman. I stay in South Carolina. South Carolina is so much of a red state. I go and I travel to these people's homes, and I travel to people's homes that are in, seclusive red neighborhoods. He's home the other day, and she had a Trump poster on her garage door, and I was so uncomfortable doing her job, and she was just like offering me all these things, and I'm like, hey, I don't see any black people in this neighborhood. I don't want to take anything from you. I want to do this job as fast as possible, and I want to get out of here because I don't know what you people have for me in this cul-de-sac of neighborhood.
Fair.
And it's so crazy because they're so brainwashed to the things that he's saying, but it's so many things that he's saying that is against women, against politics, against all these things. I have an 18-year-old daughter. That's my only daughter, and for someone to say, "Hey, I'll grab you by the pussy," or "Oh, sorry about that," or hey, I'll date you in 10 years, like all these things, like it's like, God, man.
Yeah, but then they'll tell you though, hey Abu, by the way, hey Abu, but they'll tell you this though, well, I'm not voting for him for his personality. Yeah, you are. You fucking love his personality. You love that he is crude. You love that he's rude. You love that he is pretty much hateful, because I've been saying it for the past few days, but always known it, like, hate is a great unifier. These people, all right, they don't care about actual policy, especially, I'm going to be honest, the poor people, they don't care about policy. All right. They don't have enough like money, all right, to sit at the table to benefit from his tax cuts. Right. So they have united themselves and aligned themselves with Donald Trump because of hate. All right. Their hate for, people that they think are beneath them. All right. So I guess poorer people. All right. Their hate of the immigrant, their hate of black people, their hate of women, their hate of the LGBTQIA plus community. You know what I mean? So it's like hate. Hate. That's all it is.
Yeah, and I completely understand that. Like, it's, I sat on the live when the 66-year-old lady came on, and you went off on her. Like, I was so appreciative
Oh,
of
that lady made me so mad.
you respected her in the sense of her age, but then you gave her what she needed, because like at the end of the day, like you're quoting Bible verses and you're supporting things and you're justifying things on Bible verses, and you're not really looking at the person that's in front of you.
That part. And I one thing I do dislike, because I'm not necessarily a religious person. While I do believe in God and I believe in Jesus, right? I don't attend like any organized religion or anything of that nature. I just don't like when people weaponize religion to do harm. And that's what it is that they do. They weaponize it and to keep other people oppressed, and basically as like a conduit for their hate. All right. Like, I'm not hateful. I'm just going, with God's word is what they'll say. And it's like, well, that's not what it is. So I don't know why you're doing that. And then when you point out the hypocrisy and everything that it is that they say, boy, do they get mad. They get mad. They really do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's something that I experience so much here in South Carolina. Like, these people are completely brainwashed to the point that, if you have a conversation with them and it's a stimulating conversation and they're having conversation and you speak of things, and you can even go to the Bible. I'll go to the Bible with you. I grew up in an AME church where it was heavily weaponized. And I knew that it was heavily weaponized because you have these elders and these prophetess and things like that that I completely went against, because how can you say that you are closer to God than someone else is? So like, and I have these conversations.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Gooch became the title gifter of the galaxies. Drop some hearts for Gucci.
Erica, I appreciate you for bringing me up.
I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for stopping by. You caught me at a good time.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you for stopping by. You have a great day. Oh, do you build houses?
Oh, yeah, I do all of that.
You know how to build a house?
Yes, ma'am.
You say you have an 18-year-old daughter?
Yes, I do.
You got a age-appropriate wife? I'm not asking for me, asking for a friend. I'm almost 60.
You're not almost 60. Come
I
on,
am.
Stop playing. Okay.
I'm asking for somebody else. I promise they had put it in the comments. I just wanted to find out.
I have an age-appropriate wife because the dating scene is trash.
Ladies. All right. I'm just kidding with you. All right. Thank you for coming up, friend. I hope you have a great day. All right, guys, drop some hearts in the chat. Dude Dog, are you a Trump supporter? Dude Dog.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, are you a Trump supporter, sir?
Not at all, but I hope you give me a moment.
Okay. For TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I'm 61.
Okay, all right. Give me 1 second here, and then I'll give you the floor. Thank you. Y'all, I really got to start wearing, I gotta find my glasses. Okay, Goldmine Transportation. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Goldmine said, privileged mediocrity is the problem when you only value hate as your only form of learned education. Damn. That's fair. That's fair. Drop some hearts in the chat. Drop some hearts in the chat for Goldmine Transportation. That's fair as fuck. And also, was this earlier or again? Oh, well, Mr. Melvin, if that was another one, thank you so much for the sunshine. I appreciate you, friend. I appreciate you. Also, since we're doing a quick commercial break, shout out to Mr. Melvin, y'all. Juneteenth is quick approaching. And Mr. Melvin has an awesome Juneteenth line available at his site. I don't know why it always comes up so big. It's just so big. There we go. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do this, but I want to show you Mr. Melvin's Juneteenth line. Lord. Good gosh. Okay, I'm just going to put it on the screen here. Good googly moogly. There. It's really big and you can see it now. Okay, fantastic. Okay, awesome. All right, so it's the Juneteenth line at Mr. Melvin's site. All right, it is mag-2628.myshopify.com. All right, support not only, all right, it's Mr. Melvin, a small business owner, all right, but he's also a rarity. Mr. Melvin is a Black male teacher, all right? And we don't have enough of those, all right? And he teaches kindergartners and special needs kids out there in Ohio, all right? And so the majority of the proceeds from his website goes back into his classroom and into the community. So by all means, all right, show Mr. Melvin some love and visit his website. The link is in the bio, and you can use code JuneMom30 to get 30% off. All right, y'all are friggin' awesome. Let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. All right, awesome. All right, thanks for your patience, Mr. Dewdog. What's up? How can we help you?
So I just want to let you know, I enjoy your show, and I did see the 61-year-old lady also.
Oh, the lady from yesterday, right?
Yeah, and I just wanted to get on yesterday, and I wanted to get on yesterday and remind her of the kids and the what do you call it? Esty, whatever, I don't know, TikTok purpose.
Oh, okay, the e-files?
Yeah, and I'm concerned too about kids. If you follow Dewdog, if I'm on TikTok and you go check me out, I'm all about kids, and you can't have it one way and not the other. And the other thing was, as far as the slush fund, I think what he's trying to do, and I don't know what the outcome. I didn't get updated today. But as far as that, I'm thinking he wants to do that to show them coming up in the future, he supports them, and he wants them to go out of their way to support him when he needs them for another January 6th,
Oh,
sort
let's
of.
hope not. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And the last thing, and I'll let you go. I was trying to remember it as I'm talking. That's why I'm fumbling all over my words. I think it was. I guess it's not important, but yeah, you're doing a great job, and not that you shouldn't do a great job. You're doing a great job. I think it's Bubba, your son.
Oh, yeah, my bubs. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And my mother did a great job. So check me out and see what I do for kids. And I'm getting ready to retire.
Okay.
And I'm going to do more. I'm going to be more involved in my area doing things for kids. Man, look here. They are future.
Awesome.
Check me out.
We'll
Check me
we'll
out.
do. Hey, guys, shoot Mr. Dewdog a follow. All right, check out the page. All right, and then we'll just have to go from there. But thank you for joining us, sir. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Keep up the good work. I see you on the other followers too show. I watch all those guys.
You watch
Zeus.
everybody? Awesome.
Yeah. And it's good to see you involved in the neighborhood now, because I didn't see you there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll be getting outside.
Yeah. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I
Will
support
do.
you.
Thank you.
All
Hope
right.
you have a great day.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. All right, let's see here. Thank you to Gooch and to Miss Valerie for knocking out. They knocked out 2 of our gift gallery goals. Gooch took care of the galaxies, and Miss Valerie got the well diving. So awesome. All right, awesome. I'm going to go find me. I'm not going to put a race on it. I'm going to find me a rich man, all right, to take care. Is Abu going to load? There he goes. Abu, I'll be right with you in just a moment. All right, I'm going to find me a rich man to take care of the Future City, the Flying Jets, the Leopard, the Zeus, the Lion, and the party on and on. It's like every single time that I look at my gift gallery, I just get concerned. Ever since they changed it, I have not been able to knock it out. But you know what? Keeping hope alive. Keeping hope alive. That shit crazy. Keeping hope alive, y'all. That's all I got to say. All right. Thank you, Nina. Guys, show love to the panel. Hey, Abu, what's going on, friend? Swan said you sent files. I just saw it here.
Yeah,
Let me copy it.
yeah. I was sending you some links. You asked me for sources about the situation in Palestine in general, and I tried to find you reliable sources like UN bodies, UNRWA, OCHA, and things like that. And I will be sharing with you also reports from like human rights organizations. If you are interested, Yani, in learning more, so that for you to know that everything we are talking about is definitely happening.
Oh, most definitely. Well, I already knew that. I knew that part. Like, we all know that part. Like, it's definitely happening. I can't recall the page, but there's a page that typically like shows up on my IG feed because I don't use that app much. But the stuff that I've seen is absolutely absolutely heartbreaking. I,
It is.
yeah, and
Yeah,
so
but today I
yeah.
came to share with you a funny story,
Ooh, okay. What's a funny story?
Erica. Okay, so yesterday I was feeling like lonely and sad, so I wanted to cheer myself up.
Okay.
I decided to go on a date, so I took myself out.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
I do
so
that.
I took myself out. I went to a restaurant,
Uh-huh.
and it was like a new restaurant that opened in Gaza City, and it's always surprising for me that people are still trying to live despite all of the hardships and difficulties. Like some of them managed to open businesses like restaurants and cafes. Nothing can stop the people of Palestine. You need to know that, guys. So I went to that restaurant, I ordered food. It was amazing, so delicious. And after I'm done eating, I went outside and I was like, you know what, Abu Siraj, that's not enough. You deserve a dessert or something. You need something sweet. So I kept walking, and of course, rubble around me everywhere because the Israelis made sure to destroy like a lot of houses in every neighborhood, in every street here. Then I found like a dessert shop that I used to go to before the war started. And I was surprised to see him opening because he lost his first shop and I didn't know that he opened another one. So I went there and I asked him, is that you? Is it truly you? This is the same shop that used to be there? And he was like, yes, it is. So I ordered myself a dessert called the cheese dessert. And once I ate it, like it took me years ago, I was like truly, truly happy that I had the chance to try my favorite dessert once more after more than 3 years of not being able to do so. But you know, after I'm done eating the dessert, I was like, you know what, Abu Siraj, it's been a while since you went to the beach. I went to the beach there. There was a cafe right by the beach, like literally very close to the water. And I sat there and the garçon came. He was like, what do you want? I ordered like a juice. So he brought the juice to me, and for some reason, he poured the juice on me instead. So all of the juice like covered my clothes.
Why do you do that?
And I was like, it's okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna let him ruin my day. I need to enjoy my time no matter what. I deserve this. And I just kept looking at the beach, at the waves, and at the sunset. And suddenly, out of a sudden, a very strong wave came and hit me in the face, like all of me. I was covered in water, like all of me, and all of the people in the cafe started laughing at me. And I was like, what is going on? So the day that I wanted to enjoy myself and have a good time, all of this happening. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to let it ruin my day.
No, fuck
I
it.
just stayed there looking at the waves and enjoying my time, no matter what happens. And yeah, that was like what happened with me yesterday.
You look like, fuck it. Just fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I took a shower from
Attitude
a
over
wave.
aptitude. No, attitude determines aptitude is what it says. Attitude determines aptitude. You have a good attitude.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, Yani, we try sometimes to make ourselves be happy and distract ourselves with tiny things like a meal or some time we spend with a friend. But at the end of the day, you go back to your house or your tent and you just remember everything you have gone through and you ask yourself when all of this is going to be over. Because it seems like it's never going to stop sometimes.
Well, I can't speak to this, like the severity of it all. I just know one thing. My mom always would tell me whenever I was feeling down. I know it does not compare, but like the sun does have to shine again. So just stay, like, you keep fighting. Because what else can you do, Abu? Right? When you think about it? Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do, Erica. Like, we always find a way to live, no matter what happens. We're not gonna let them take that away from us. No matter what they do, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna live, we're gonna survive. I think Swan wants to speak. Go ahead.
Swan has her hand up. Okay, I can't see.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to say, Abu Siraj, that I admire your strength and how you are always continuing on and making sure that people know what is happening, right?
Caller, hold. You're fine, Swan. Go ahead.
And I think one thing that I sense from you is that you will never ever allow the stories of anybody to be forgotten, and that I think that is something that a lot of us have admire, and you're very strong. But I also want to recognize the fact that you shouldn't have to be, and understanding that this is not something that you should be subjected to at all in any way, shape, or form, and that I'm sticking by you. I appreciate you always educating. If the chat could also gift, please. And that we will continue to stand by you. Just like we did with our fundraisers, I think it's really important that people understand that and recognize the resilience of Palestinian people, of the refugees in Libya, of the people of Sudan, of the people of Eritrea, of all oppressed people globally. The resilience is unmatched. And just know that even outside of Palestine, you do have people that are 100% in support of you and making sure that your people are never forgotten and that your people will continue to live on for sure.
Thank you so much, Swan. I appreciate it. And I'm glad that I had that chance to meet you, my friend. You're always kind and supportive, and I truly appreciate it.
Yep.
And
Abu, you feel free.
Go ahead, Erica.
Oh no, feel free to you can stay on the panel, like chat. Let's make sure that we take care of Abu while he's here, and continue, of course, to show love to Ren and Swan while they're here. But let's make sure we help our friend Abu. And we're gonna get into this call, and I think this will be the last one of the day because we're a little over 3, so that's a good deal. So this will be the last one of the day. But let's see here. Keep doing all of the good things, guys. Y'all are friggin' awesome. All right. Hi, caller. Thank you for holding. Are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely not. This is Mr. Melvin, Erica.
Oh, hey, Mr. Melvin. How are you?
I had to get on because today was the last day with the kids.
Aww. But school's out for summer.
We are out for some. I'm going to take about a week and a half off. I have to do summer school, but yes. All my kids go. And plus, when I heard that who you were talking to, I just want to let them know that my prayers are especially with them, and that's why I'm telling everybody about the shirt that I made specifically for him, because that's so terrible. The first time I listened to what happened to him in Palestine, it made my heart sink, and I said I had to do something. So I'm really praying for him and for his family and anybody that's on. Hello?
Yeah, Abu, the panel can hear you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I wish I could do more. I'm trying to do as much as I can, but yes, I definitely every day am praying for your safety, and that's just God just playing a joke on you with the water. He feels like that you've gone through enough. He just wants to have a little fun with you. I really feel that way. And when I heard the lady,
it was fun.
Yes. And when I heard the ladies talk about education, I'm like, yeah, I had to say something, because I don't know if we really take an effect of how they are trying to take away our history and change history so that other people don't feel bad about doing wrong to us.
Yep.
And then they forget about what's going on, what has gone on in this world that we live in. I mean, if we forget about the history, we're going to repeat the same thing over and over again, because I've been over the journey. There is not one stitch of Nazi paraphernalia, anything that deals with Adolf Hitler. There's no,
Oh yeah,
there's
they tried to
nothing.
erase it.
Thank
But yet
you.
still,
Yeah,
you can
they
go
did.
Stone Mountain, Georgia, where I used to live in Virginia with my ex-wife. I could go right down the street. There's a cemetery of Civil War heroes. Civil War heroes. Right on the Tennessee border, they fly a 50-foot Confederate flag.
Wow.
When will we stop lying to our kids about our history? Not just black kids, but white kids as well, because we don't want to hurt their feelings. Oh, I'm sorry about their feelings. So my kids' feelings should be hurt because all you're going to do is just water over our history.
Well, there's the prioritization of it. Like, whose comfort is more important? And basically, their comfort is more important than our experience. But Mr. Melvin, there's another call coming in. I'm not sure who it's going to be. But
I'm sorry.
Don't you apologize. I appreciate you always. Thank you.
And just tell everybody, just go to the site. I got Juneteenth. I got everybody. I got Pride. I have military. I have Mother's Day stuff. I have Father's Day stuff. I have, and I like to say, please pick up a Free Palestine shirt. It will go to one of the. I have set up something with one of the places over in Cleveland, and wherever else I can help, I'm willing to help.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Mr. Melvin. You take care of yourself and enjoy your weekend and enjoy your few weeks off. All right.
Thank you.
Of course. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Awesome. Yes, guys, make sure that you do visit Mr. Melvin's site, mag-2628.myshopify.com. The link is also in my bio, so you can definitely take a look there. All right. And the other person, if they still want to talk, they'll call back and we'll see what happens. But yeah, Tulsi Gabbard resigned. There's a leak in intelligence at the Pentagon. We are getting nowhere in the talks with Iran. People are still losing access to affordable food in the United States of America. More people are going homeless once they start doing the voucher cuts for housing. There's more. Oh yeah, the Medicaid cuts. And also we have redistricting going on here. It's a lot. It's a lot that's happening. There's a lot that is happening. It's a lot. All right. I guess we can do final words. I'm not going to sing a song today. I'm not. I promise I'm not going to sing a song.
Question?
Sure.
Can I ask a question? Okay, so this just happened in real time, okay? So my neighbor is Liberian, right? And we are absolutely like really cool. Like we play dominoes and all that stuff. One day there's this park in in the suburb of Minneapolis that is that they go to where they hang out and stuff like that, and they have like food trucks and stuff like that, like mostly Liberian food and African food and just a good time, music and stuff like that. And he asked me one day, do I want to go? And I was like, well, are we gonna be cool? Meaning one time we went there, I brought my son, and his friend, which is a girl, who's also Liberian, said, why did you bring them here? This is not a place for kids or whatever. So that's why I asked that question, right? So then the day I asked that, when he offered to take us there, I said that. And then she was like, well, how come every time black people get together, there's always somebody getting pew-pewed? And I was like, what? And I was like, that is such a bad stereotype. And I said, that is not even true. I get together with black people in groups all the time, and that's not even remotely at all true. And she was like, yeah, it's true to me. That's my lived experience. That's what I see. Like she got offended that I asked, are we going to be cool? But she absolutely got mad that we were even at the park that one time. So is that wrong for her to say that? Because did I say something wrong, or I'm confused, because we just got into it about this because he was like asking me about it and said we should be like makeup and whatever. I was like, I'm cool. Like I'll just keep my distance. This is my neighbor. But is that bad for her to say, or is that I don't know how to take. I think it was very stereotypical and a very harmful one at that.
Swan, I'll defer.
And they also said black on
Yeah.
black crime. And they also said black on black
It's
crime
Oh
too.
my God.
it's this constant, and I think this is something that we've seen that has been heightened, but I think like diaspora wars has always been a thing. But I will say I think that because people have assumptions and stereotypes and like anti-black and anti-African things that are said towards African people as well. So I'm
Absolutely.
not sure what their circumstances were, but it still doesn't justify what was said to you in terms
Yeah.
of like what they may have experienced from other people. It does not justify what they said to you. I do think that right now we're seeing a heightened amount of like disruption and conflict amongst Black American people and people that are Black immigrants coming from other countries. It is definitely something that's being pushed online. I was in a live stream yesterday with Covey and we were on the panel, and there are a lot of issues between South African people and Nigeria. But unfortunately, what we're seeing is the worst of the worst online. This constant, videos that we're getting when you're swiping on your FYP, this constant feud between like FBA, Blaga, Black immigrants. I think it's all heightened right now because of the current political climate. So you're seeing people react to it more. But it still doesn't justify what was said to you. But I think that you handled it well, though. Like you understanding that, number one, that's a stereotype that's not true about us. But also, like, it wasn't like you retaliated and did the same thing, because that doesn't
That's
help
what I
anything
said.
either.
I was like, I could have said
Yeah.
something derogatory. Also, I want to add the black on black crime thing was said, and that sent me over the edge. And then I started yelling because I said, and this is what was said to me. Well, I think it's true because don't black people unalive each other? And I said it's just crime though, bro. I said it's just crime. Crime happens amongst every race. Like no, the race doesn't have. I mean, crime doesn't have a color. So you saying black on black crime is an absolute myth because it's not. I'm not going out harming somebody because they're black. That's what I'm saying. And then he was like, well, that's how I see it, and just dismissing me. And I said, well, that is very offensive. And he was like, well, that's not offensive to me. And I'm like, well, like I was like, I'm just gonna keep my distance because clearly I could have said so much derogatory shit, but I don't roll that way because I fucking love any black people all around the world. I love them. And I'm not going to say something derogatory or stereotypical about Africans because I like Africans and I like anybody in the diaspora. So I'll just let them say their thing and I'll just keep it pushing because you're not going to make
You know what
me
you could
be
say?
on your level.
You could say this. This is something. All right, there's 360 people in here. Now listen, whenever we talk about black on black crime, I want you to respond with this. Why do we racialize crime statistics?
Crime
Why do we racialize crime statistics? Ask them that.
Ooh, good.
Why would they need to be racialized?
Exactly.
Right? What's the point in that? The whole point of that is to demonize black people. Switzerland doesn't racialize their crime statistics.
No.
I don't think that I'm not sure, but in South Africa, I'm pretty sure for the most part, they don't really racialize their crime statistics. There may have been some attempts at it ever since this whole rumor went out about this whole, you know what I mean? But think about that. The only reason as to why we would racialize crime statistics, exactly. When you ask people that question, it kind of stops them in their tracks, and they're like, "Wait a minute."
I'm going to tell you the countries. I'm going to tell you the countries, the main 4 countries that racialize their crime statistics. And then I want you all to kind of just guess what they all have in common. All right. So the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia.
I knew it. I said Australia. Okay. Yep. Oh, I know what they have. Colonization.
Not just colonization. All right. That is one thing. But the main thing that these 3 countries, not 3, but 4 countries have in common is that they all via colonization have committed genocide of another group. Yep.
Ain't that crazy? Ain't they to be the most violent people and try to push that on somebody else is almost like it's so wrong in so many ways. But thank you for that, Swan, because I'm gonna ask that. So say it one more time. You said, why do they
racialize?
Why do we racialize crime statistics?
Okay.
Yeah.
They're outside right now. I should say it right now. I'm gonna ask them right now.
All right, make sure you stay safe.
Ren
All right,
does
people
not
pray for
play.
you. She does
Ain't
not.
nobody ever gonna stop Ren.
It broke my
You
heart.
can get the
It broke my
smoke
heart.
on and off the app. It does not
Right.
matter.
It broke my heart though. It broke my heart because I was like, man, we was cool, man. Why'd you have to go and do that? Like, and then you didn't even take my feelings into consideration either, and it just pissed me off more. And I'm just like, you know what? Like maybe you'll come to a realization that you hurt somebody that you said was your friend, and come and apologize. But nothing so far. It's been like about a week.
Yeah.
Ask them if they've been hurt too. Ask them if they've been hurt too.
Oh yeah,
And
they
then
think
maybe
what I
like
said was wrong.
validate.
They think what I said was
Huh?
wrong. They think what I said was wrong about asking, are we cool at the park? But I only said that because of her reaction from us being at the park that one time. It wasn't never
Yeah.
about no African or whatever they could. I don't care. Like
Yeah.
it just bothered me. So I just want to ask y'all opinion. I thank you guys so much. I'm gonna drop
Of
down.
course.
I had fun. I love listening to y'all.
Well,
Keep
thank you for
on fighting
joining
the good
today.
fight. And I'm about to
Yes,
go get
take
my
care.
hat. I'm about to go get my hats and that shirt with the grinder thing because that is hilarious.
Oh, bet I'll take it. Thank you. Appreciate. Hi, I'm a clown. All right.
I love you guys.
All
Swan,
right. Have a great day, man.
Erica,
Guys, make
Abu,
sure you're
have a
Love
good
you
one.
too,
following.
sis.
Bye, chat.
Auntie Bugsby, don't you ever send that again. I love, don't you? It was one time, right, where it was like I was talking to this guy, and I was like, you know what? And I had took a picture using the clown filter on Snapchat, and you know what I did? I put it as their contact photo, me as a clown as their contact photo, because you know what? You're a motherfucking clown if you call or text this man. That's it. You motherfucking clown. That's it. So
That's funny. That is funny.
that's
That
self-love.
joke. Every time Covey watch it, if we watch like a something when she goes live and there's like some person we don't like on the screen, everyone throws it.
Yes, I love the tomatoes. We were doing that. It was the fudge. It was when the whole production took place. White House Correspondents' Dinner, when that whole production took
Yep.
place, and he was doing that was the best thing ever. Just throwing tomatoes at the screen, and they were hitting too. They were hitting.
They were. It was hilarious.
Fun. So
That
much
was funny.
fun. Oh man. All right. I was waiting for someone. I'm trying to wait, Lord. I'm trying to wait it out, but it's taking a while. It's taking some time now. Also, another thing is that like my photo thing that I normally have set up for TikTok, like the picture of Trump, is not showing. I don't know if they changed it, but it's like the live screen grab thing. And I don't know if I like that, Swan. Because why? I don't know if you guys aren't going to be able to see it. No, you can't see it. But why?
Oh.
I look like
If I
this.
swipe, I think I might.
Why is that happening? And then Polly looks like he's going through something. And so does Ari. It's weird. Why is it happening? Amanda looks like the fuck? What is happening here? Is it changing it?
Is it when we look to see when we swipe to the left,
Yeah,
like if
to
we're on
see.
our phone?
To see who's like
I can only
live.
see your background thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
you don't see my face?
I
Okay,
only see
good.
Trump sleeping.
Okay, good. This is a glitch then on this end. Thank goodness. I would say, oh my God, I hate the screen grab feature. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I'm trying, y'all. I was waiting for a Hector. But you know what? Let's go say hi to AJ. Let's go say hi to AJ. That's Political Unicorn. Let me get her information up here. All right. And go show her some love. Political Unicorn is graduating from law school tomorrow. Woo, fun. Awesome, right? I know, I'm serious. Like, that's so fucking awesome. She's amazing. All right. AJ is absolutely amazing, and she's going to be a fantastic attorney. And please, please, please go show her some love. I'm going to put her information up here. All right. I will deal with Hector later. Let's see. I got to put her thing up here. But Political is great. So Political Unicorn. I hope I spelled everything correctly. All right. Apply. And there we go. Let's go say hi to Political Unicorn 1. It is Political Unicorn 1. All right. Go over there, do Erica Raid, drop the hearts in the chat, do all other good things, guys. Thank you all so very much. Just a brief update here in regards to the gift gallery. The reason why this week I had a focus on the gift gallery is because I'm going to be gone for an entire week from May 26th through June 3rd. All right, returning on the 4th. I can't remember the dates to save my life. Returning on the 4th, all right, because I'll be turning almost 60. So with that being said, what we're trying to do is protect the live and stay, have the algorithm stay kind to us, if that makes sense. So there's that part. I don't know who that is. Okay, so there's that part. So that's what we're trying to do. So far in the gift gallery, we have the Flying Jets, the Future City, the Leopard, the Party On and On, a lion, and a Zeus. The fuck? What am I supposed to do with this? Do I have a fairy goddaddy? I don't know. Not fairy godmother, but a fairy goddaddy? I don't know. But there's that. With that being said, y'all, here's something else that's pretty freaking cool, right? I want to shout some people out. Shout out to Valerie. Thank you so much for the well divings. Gucci with the galaxies. All right. Oh, snap. Mel with the flying jets. Mel, thank you, friend. Drop some hearts in the chat for Mel. Mel for the flying jets. Fucking awesome. Also, thank you so much. I got to make sure I can see because I know I can't see. Thank you, April, December for the donuts. Leon the kitten came from Miss Valerie. Miss Letitia did the swans. Valerie, thank you, Miss Valerie, for the money guns. Also, Truly Black and Proud did the hearts, the kissy hearts. Mwah. Thank you very much, Truly Black and Proud. Frey did the DJ glasses. Also, Miss Vicky, I got to make sure I say her whole name correctly. All right. Vicky Mavis Pitt Mom took care of the Interstellar for us. Also, thank you so very much, guys. Y'all are friggin' awesome. Shout out to Maya for the hand hearts. Speaking of Maya, thank you so much for your purchase, friend, over at the Erica Effect. I appreciate you, love. Drop some hearts in the chat. Also, John Denver took care of the fireworks. The hat and mustaches came courtesy of Neely. Corgis, I said it correctly, Shauna, came courtesy of Cindy. Trailer Swift took care of the meteor showers for us. And Jane For Real took care of those roses. Thank you all so friggin' very much. Drop some hearts in the chat for yourselves. Y'all are friggin' awesome. All right. We got two more shows. Maybe one tomorrow. I'm not sure, depending on time. I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. So there's that. So we'll have to see what happens. But there's nothing more that I love to do, actually, than to do this. I actually do like what I do. So thank you all again so very much. Y'all are friggin' awesome. All right. We have that. Swan, Abu, any final words?
Thank you for having me up. I appreciate it always.
Of
and I'm
course.
glad Ren and Abu got to come up with us.
Yes, thank you so much. Always a pleasure, Swan. Thank you so much for being here. If you're not following Swan, fix it. What's up, Abu?
Yeah, I just want to say that I was only able to go and have some good time because of the help that I receive on TikTok. And it saddens my heart that there are 2 million people on the ground here who don't have the same privilege. They are not receiving any help and they cannot afford to go to a cafe or a restaurant, who are still struggling. So please, guys, keep them in your prayers and talk about them to the people in your circle so that you can be the voice of the voiceless. Thank you, Erica.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us, Abu. You're always welcome. The information that you shared in regards to what's happening on the ground in Palestine, I'm sharing in a Discord. So I'll put that in the sources section for everyone that is in the Discord. Remember, it is open to the public. So join. Links are in the bio. Right, but
Erica, how can I join it?
The Discord?
Discord?
The link is in the bio. So if you just click like on my profile, you'll see my link tree and you'll be able to join from there. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I guess it's the time of the day where I say, how do I say it? Y'all ready for it? I waited too long. The thrill is gone. Play my theme music. There we go. All right. So, y'all, thank you all so very much for being here with me today. I appreciate each and every last one of you. All right. I can't do this show without y'all. Why is my theme music not playing? Can y'all hear it? Swan, could you hear the theme music?
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it? Swan, what you eating?
Salad.
Oh,
A
okay.
Greek quinoa salad.
You have such like a light diet. Such a light diet. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Listen, I do have my snacks, so don't get me
Okay.
wrong. I do have my snacks, but
I'm about to go find something that has a steak in it. And I'm not kidding. I'm hungry. So hungry. There we go. My music's playing again. I got so concerned, y'all. I was about to cry. No, not my music. Okay, all right. Guys, thank you all so very much for being here today. I appreciate each and every last one of you. All right, I just need one more favor from you guys today. All right, please, by all means, go say hi to Political Unicorn. Drop some hearts in the chat for her. Tell her congratulations. Again, she's graduating from law school tomorrow, which is absolutely amazing. So shout out to her. Do all of the good things, guys. And thank you to everyone who tapped the screen, who shared the live, who reposted, who sent a gift, who sent a donation. Thank you to the tubers for subscribing. Matter of fact, speaking of subscribing, we got to do a sub check over on the tube. Where are we today? Let's see, where are we? Oh, snap. Guys, we are almost... Guys, oh my God. Oh, shit. Guys, we are now at 9,457 subscribers over on the tube. Oh my gosh. That means we need 543 more subscribers and we'll be at 10,000. All right. I honestly think that we can do it. We can do it. All right. We can do it. All right. And thank you so much. Thank you to Gold Mine Transportation and also to, I can't see your name, to Taro and Seabass. All right. For the gifts over there over on the tube. I appreciate y'all. Keep doing all the good things. And also thank you, Alan Hinkle. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't have my contacts on. All right. Oh, not Hector being live too. All right. Go say hi to AJ for me. Go say hi to Political Unicorn. Thank you all so much. And I leave. Oh, tubers, is 178 of you left over on the tube. I'm going to send you over to Hector. Go say hi to Hector. All right. And make sure that you like and subscribe over to Hector's page. That's where I'm going to send you. So that's going to be friggin' awesome if I can type and spell. There we go. So friggin' awesome. All right, guys, go do all of the good things for my friends. Show them all of the love. Make sure you're following Swan. When you get over to AJ's, follow Political Unicorn 1. Also, TikTokers, make sure that you follow Hector, all right? Do all the good things for me, guys. I appreciate y'all. I leave you with this as I always do. If you can't do something kind for yourselves, please do something kind for someone else. I love y'all. I really do. All right, and with that being said,